texting and sending things across the state. Not good.
Not good.
No. So much for the full ride, huh? But that's okay. Don't worry about the quarterback living with the head football coach and the 2 linemen living with the line coach.
We thought we got away from the coach from Sheldon when we moved to 5A. And,
You think that?
Yeah. Not.
Nice try.
high school football action in year number 1 under head coach Matt Watson. Live video broadcast today sponsored by the Cow Creek Tribe. Audio also available on the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Now let's head to the field. Here's Joey Kieran and Knight Ureski.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to North Eugene High School in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. As tonight we get ready to bring you Roseburg football on the road against the North Eugene Highlanders. It's another league matchup in Special District 4 for Roseburg, looking to get back in the win column after a tough loss last week against the Thurston Colts. Tonight they take on a surging North Eugene team that has won 3 consecutive games and looking to try and make their push to the postseason for the first time since 1993. We got a big one coming up here tonight. We are going to be breaking it down as we get into the Roseburg Disposal pregame show for you here. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. That's Roseburg Disposal. Coming up, we'll have a quick interview with head coach Matt Watson on our Evergreen Family Medicine pregame show interview. So don't go anywhere. We'll have that for you here in just a couple of moments. But as we get ready for the matchup here, Knight Ureski joining me, Joey Kieran here in the booth tonight. Knight, it's an important week for Roseburg. A bounce back week, looking to try and kind of stay among the contenders for one of those 3 playoff spots in their Midwestern League, Special District 4. So it's a big one here tonight for the Indians.
Absolutely. In North Eugene right now, they're currently 4th in the 5A Special District number 4. And right now ahead of Roseburg, you have Thurston, Willamette, Crater, North Eugene, and Churchill. And so right here today, if Roseburg wins, they could find themselves in the top 4 potentially, depending on how things shake up across the league. But the good news for Roseburg is coming up. They have some games coming up for them, including a couple of teams at the bottom of the order, including South Eugene and Eagle Point. So this is a big win potential for Roseburg here in this situation to try to cement themselves in that pecking order. Matt Watson talks about that a lot. And sure, they pushed Thurston to the brink, but at the end of the day, they didn't come through. And so they need some wins here today and a good bounce back, just like we saw a couple of weeks ago at Crater.
Well, we'll see how this one plays out here tonight as Roseburg and North Eugene get ready to square off. You can watch tonight's game streaming live for free online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. You can also find it on our YouTube channel. Search 1490 The Score on YouTube. Find us there. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss our next broadcast here on The Score. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, it's head coach Matt Watson joining us on the Roseburg Disposal pregame show here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
When the first Cascade branch opened in 1948, things were a lot different here. The fact they're still here says a lot about the way they do business.
Staying in business for 75 years requires the cooperation of generations. It's the desire to learn and grow with your community.
My account number is only 5 digits long. What that tells me is that this is a local credit union.
Cascade Community Credit Union would like to thank you for 75 years of growth and support here in Douglas County.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back here to North Eugene High School. Just wrapping up the national anthem here today in Eugene. 66 degrees, the current temperature. It is a beautiful night for football here at North Eugene High School. They even have horses on the field right now. They came out for the national anthem. Quite the scene here at North Eugene. Kickoff's coming up real quick. Stick around here on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
North Eugene High School, where tonight the Roseburg Indians get ready to take on the Roseburg Indians take on the North Eugene Highlanders. So we try to do a little bit of technical assistance here to try and figure everything out. We get ready to go here tonight. We might be without the game clock on the video stream for those that are watching online. We'll take a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Southern Septic Service here in just a moment as the kickoff is away. It'll be taken down at the 5-yard line for the North Eugene Highlanders, who will get the ball to start out the ball game. The return man is Trayshawn Terrison, and he gets taken down out at the 19-yard line as we welcome you in to tonight's broadcast. Along with Knight Ureski, I'm Joey Kieran. Let's take a look at your Southern Septic Service starting lineup for the North Eugene Highlanders, led by head coach Rick Raish in his 10th year. They are 3-2 on the season. It'll be Brody Gilliam, the starting quarterback, a sophomore that'll lead the offense. He's thrown for 608 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Day Ireland, Demarie Ireland, the sophomore running back, will be in the backfield for the Highlanders. And they will set up with the pistol formation, the back a few yards behind with a couple of backs in the backfield. They give it to Ireland, and he is snuffed out as he goes left side of the offensive line. And for Ireland, not a big gain on first down as he goes from the 19 out to the 20-yard line on that first down carry. For North Eugene, their front line will have Ben Noreen, Brayson Puha, Reed McNerlin, Justin DeTorres, and Jamison Heatherly up along that front line. Wide receiver targets, Grady Kickdown, Trayshawn Terrison, and Aiden Hibbler out there. They'll move Hibbler in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap, and a penalty flag out. Delay of game here early on in this one. That was your Southern Septic Service starting lineups for the North Eugene offense. From residential to commercial, Southern Septic Service has your behind covered when it comes to septic tank pumping and inspections. Portable toilet rentals and grease trap cleaning. Southern Septic Service, woman and veteran owned and a proud supporter of local sports teams. Well, the penalty flag backs him up to the 15-yard line, a loss of 5 on the delay of game for North Eugene. And it'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Highlanders. Wearing the black uniforms, red trim, handed off, and Ireland escapes. And he will get good yardage on 2nd and long. The spot's going to be outside the 25. He continued on after contact, carried for a couple extra yards, gets it to the 26 for a pickup of 11.
Really good run from Ireland, and that's what we're seeing from this North Eugene team. This is a team that wants to establish themselves on the ground, and we're seeing them feed Ireland here early on.
Just a couple of plays so far, and it sets up 3rd down and manageable. Got to get it to the 29-yard line. They're 3 yards away from that. Roseburg's defense looking for an early stop. Missing a couple of names out there tonight for Roseburg defensively. Brayson Parker is going to be a significant one. He has been disruptive on that front line for Roseburg, out with an injury tonight. Turn, handed off, snuffed out at the line, but slipping through, still on his feet into the secondary and taken down after a first down gain out to the 33-yard line on the carry there. Ireland would not go down.
That he would not, and it was a really good run after the contact for Ireland. It looked like Roseburg got to the position they wanted in the backfield, just couldn't execute the tackle, and that's something that we saw a little bit of a couple of weeks ago against Churchill.
Clock running. We are a little blocked from the scoreboard from our position here, so trying to get an idea on that. That's why we don't have the clock running right now. Clock runs. It's 1st down and 10 after the 7-yard pickup. Looking to pass for the first time. Goes out into the flats. Caught by Ireland. Got a block. Made a man miss. And weaves his way out to the 36-yard line, picking up 3 on the first pass completion for Brody Gilliam, the sophomore at 6 foot, 195 pounds.
Yeah, and that's something that we wish we could see is the scoreboard. The reasoning why not is we had everything set up, and then ultimately, based on how the stadium is situated here at North Eugene High School, they put the coaches, presumably for Roseburg, in a bucket truck, and so they're up, and they're blocking the scoreboard right now from our vantage point.
It is 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard completion to Ireland, who has been all the offense so far for North Eugene. They're on their left hash mark, still in their own territory, looking to pass again, this time out to Hibbler on the far side. He springs it to the outside edge, gets the sideline before he is thrown out of bounds by McLean Stedman on the far side. Stedman getting the jersey up around the shoulder pads and using the spin mode to toss the receiver, Hibbler, out of bounds. The pass completion moves the chains and takes the ball to the 50-yard line, a pickup of 14.
And it's so far just been run game and screen so far for North Eugene, trying to stretch out this Roseburg defense after going up the middle a couple of times with Ireland.
Down under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8:53, just under 9 minutes to play here in this first period of the ball game. And up on the front line, a Roseburg defensive front could not stay onside, got leaning and goes across into the neutral zone. A.J. Baker will get whistled for the defensive encroachment on Roseburg. First penalty of the night for the Indians, moves it to the Roseburg 45.
Yeah, a lot of frustration with himself right there. You could see him slap the helmet in frustration. That's the second time I've actually seen Baker hop off a little bit. The first time he was able to get back on that delay of game penalty, but that time causing the offensive line to maneuver a little bit.
They'll set up now, first down and 5 for North Eugene, looking to pass on the short distance needed. The pass is complete to the far side, and that will go to Trayshawn Terrison. The junior receiver makes the catch. The pass will take the football out to the 39 for a pickup of 6.
It's just short and simple so far for Gilliam. Able to work around.
So it'll be first down yardage for the Highlanders. Opening possession of the ball game, still scoreless in this one. Turn handed off to Ireland, bounces it outside, got a block, continues to try and stretch it, but he gets tracked down. Coming up to help make the stop for Roseburg, Paxton Burke gets there to the line of scrimmage. Short gain down to the 35. Actually stretch that. Actually, no, they don't go to the 35. They only get it down to the 37, a pickup of 2 on the play. Demarie Ireland, Day as he goes by. 23 carries, 176 yards, and a touchdown last week for this North Eugene team as they won 27-20 against Springfield. Gilliam, the 6'1" sophomore, looks big back there in the pocket, throws quickly out to Hibbler, the tight end. A little bit of pushing in the back for the offense, but no flag. Tackle made pretty quickly down to the 35, it looks like. And that'll be another pickup of 2, going to make it third down and about 6 to go after Hibbler gets the connection.
Hibbler now 2 catches. And really it is that just screen and run game, and we've seen Ireland get the ball quite a bit so far. 23 total yards of offense for Ireland.
It'll set up this third down attempt here for North Eugene. Gilliam looks to the sideline before the snap. Looking to pass, jump pass out in the flats, wide open is Ireland. He's got some space, has the sideline. A penalty flag is out as Ireland gets taken down at about the 10-yard line. And we'll see what this penalty flag is for.
It looks like this one's coming back. So it looks like they're going to back up North Eugene a little bit more, negating the big pickup for Ireland. A lot of moving pieces up here at the press box. Joey having to step away for a second. But it is going to be North Eugene ball from the 37, and they're going to give them the first down. So they're going to pick up the first down and then call a flag. So still Highlanders ball on Roseburg 37-yard line. Gilliam going to be in the shotgun. Ireland to the left of him is tailback. Gilliam takes the snap, looking towards the right side, gets pressure, jumps, throws it ball deep towards the end zone, and it's knocked down. Really great play defensively for Roseburg. McLean Stedman in the area, able to swat it down with his left hand and bring up now actually the fourth down. So they did not give the first down and then the penalty. So now it's going to be 4th down and 8 from the 37. Again, dealing with a lot of distractions. Kind of hard to see the scoreboard from our vantage point. And there's going to be a timeout now for North Eugene. So 4th down coming up for North Eugene. 6:29 to play here in the first quarter. 0-0 the score. And we'll take a quick break here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty-trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
Welcome back here to North Eugene High School. North Eugene has the ball, 4th down and 8. 6:24 to play here in the first quarter. Roseburg defensively on the field, and after a timeout for North Eugene, the Highlanders going to come back out offensively, and it looks like they're going to be going for it here.
See if the Indians defense can get off the field. It'll be Gilliam in shotgun. They're going to run a trick play, go on a reverse to the right side, making a sidestep hit at the 30-yard line. It looks like it'll be short, and Roseburg's defense will hold a turnover on downs to start out the game for North Eugene. And, hey, big win there for the Roseburg defense to come away. They bend, don't break, and they get the ball into the hands of the offense in pretty good position. And let's take a look at your Southern Septic Service starting lineup for the Roseburg offense. It will be a new man behind center. It is Luke Robbins. He is the backup quarterback to Corey Kimball, out this week with his injury. So it'll be Robbins under center. We saw Robbins a little bit last week in the end of the game after Kimball went out, and hopefully a few days of practice, things will get dialed in. He looks to pass on the first down. Will step up in the pocket, though, and he'll fall forward, at least a positive there. Things collapse pretty quickly on him. And out to the 36-yard line is where the first play for the Roseburg offense will go. Clock running. It was
now under 6 minutes.
Yeah, about 6, just a little more than 6 minutes for Roseburg when they got the football, starting out at their own 33-yard line. 34-yard line. Handed off, trying to run up the middle. Ball came out, and it's going to be picked up by a defensive back for North Eugene. They're going the other direction. I don't know if Roseburg's offense knew the ball was out. The defender will take the ball the other direction and set up North Eugene in great field position.
Yeah, that's kicked down right there with the fumble recovery. And he was a guy that coming into this game was one of the main people highlighted. We saw a pregame article written by the Register Guard, and Kickdown was one of the players that said, you know, if we can stop their offense, well, we're going to win this game. And so far here, we talked a little bit about it. I'm actually not sure if we did talk about it, but this is a North Eugene team that fumbles the ball quite a bit. In fact, North Eugene, they're -7 in turnovers this season. Roseburg, only 7 turnovers all year, but a turnover right here on the fumble. Something that North Eugene has happened to them a lot offensively. They finally get one defensively here.
Well, they get the takeaway a week after Roseburg doesn't turn the ball over at all against Thurston. The turnover there will set the Highlanders up at the Roseburg 14-yard line. They get the ball back, looking to try and put points on the board first. Ireland has it, makes a nice jump cut to the outside, stretching. Took it down to the 6-yard line on that carry. And that'll be a pickup of 8 on first down. Still not moving the chains just yet. It'll be 2nd down and about 2. So they spot the ball just at the 6 on that carry by Ireland.
Man, he's dynamic with the ball in his hands. A transfer from Churchill. He certainly is that electric player that you want in your offense.
Up to the line, a lot of options here. 6 yards away from pay dirt. 2nd down and short for the Highlanders. Gilliam with Ireland to his left in shotgun. Looks to the sideline. They're going to move a target from the right to the left. That's Corsini out there. Will act as a running back and a receiver. And a penalty flag out. Delay a game once again for North Eugene, and this will back him up and buy the Roseburg defense a little bit of space.
No doubt, and you know what we're seeing from North Eugene is a little bit of what Roseburg likes to do. They're running the ball a lot, getting the ball out to their playmakers, but they're also draining the clock. They almost took 6 minutes off the clock in that opening drive, and right now, another time where they're trying to drain the clock a little bit and then have the delay of game to haunt them.
Be back 5 yards to the 11-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down and 7 now. Corsini, the back to the left end, looking to pass Gilliam, looking to his right, going to lob it towards the end zone, up over the top of the defender. McLean Stedman reaching, can't get there. That one pulled down for 6. It's Terrason with the score, and on the board first is North Eugene.
Incredible pass right there from Gilliam. Able to just layer it over the defense and find his man, Tarson, for the touchdown. That's a good drive for North Eugene coming off the turnover.
The 11-yard TD pass. And now the PAT attempt. Off the right foot of the kicker is up and through. Jonathan Morgan puts it through for his 10th PAT of the season. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break. It's 7-0. North Eugene in front of Roseburg here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Well, just 2 plays after capitalizing on a Roseburg turnover, the North Eugene Highlanders get on the board as they get an 11-yard touchdown pass from Brody Gilliam, connecting with Tayshawn Terrason, the junior, with his 2nd touchdown catch of the season. And the PAT by Jonathan Morgan makes it 7-0. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Roseburg will get the ball for a second time. They fumbled on their second possession of the night, on their second play of the night. Kickoff is away. Not a deep one at the 16-yard line. The return man for Roseburg looking for some space. Carry it out to about the 30-yard line. And for Roseburg, I believe that was McLean Stedman on the carry. Will set up the Tribe at the 30-yard line for their 2nd drive of the night.
So first drive under Luke Robbins, a little bit of a fumble, and now you're just looking to try to move the ball. You have the backup QB in, and you're just trying to get them into a rhythm. Last drive we saw them try to throw it on first down. Let's see if the Indians try to keep it up and keep the Highlanders on their toes.
Well, set up with Robbins under center. They always go with the quarterback under center. Robbins now will pause as he makes the adjustments at the line. Waits on the snap from Gibby, turns, gives it. It's Uragwin up the middle. He found the empty space. Nice job for Uragwin. Penalty flag out. It was out to the 40. It was a pickup of 10 for Uragwin. Yeah, and it's a block below the waist against Roseburg.
Yeah, a little bit of a chop block right there on the outside. It looked like they were faking the pitch going up the middle. You got to be disciplined on the offensive line. And it's really tough, especially with this offense running the triple option. You're going to be running the ball quite a bit, and that's one of those penalties that you really just can't have as a team that runs the triple option.
So it'll back Roseburg up. They'll be back at their own 14-yard line. They should be the 15-yard line. Kind of tough to read some of the yard lines from where we're at here at an angle. And now whistles are going to stop. False start against Roseburg.
Man, nothing's clicking right now.
The Indians are coming out with no momentum on their side. This will be half the distance to the goal line. Pep band on the other side. Student section full over there, and a good Thursday night bit of football for us here from North Eugene.
I know it's crazy. All these players today going to be playing their hearts out, and then guess what? They got to be at class tomorrow morning.
We got to be at work tomorrow morning. They put the football back at the 10-yard line. So Roseburg now facing first down and 25, looking to pass over the middle. It's caught by the tight end, Luther. Caden Luther, a nice job in some traffic. That one tucked right into him. Nice pass there from Luke Robbins as he connects for Robbins, just I believe his second pass completion of the season. And it'll make up some of that penalty yardage. The ball gets spotted out to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 15 for Luther on the pass play. Makes it second down and 15. The clock running down, 3:24 and counting. The deep back will go out as Robbins looking to pass. Hit as he throws. It's picked off in the secondary. The interception, it's kicked down. He's going to return it down to the 15 on the other half of the field. Robbins hit as he threw, couldn't get enough behind it, and it is taken away. Stepping in front, kick down, gets that pick, and will set up North Eugene with short field again.
Man, I mean, kick down already, a fumble recovery, and now an interception for him. Talked a little bit about it. I saw that quote. I was like, wow, he's a really confident fella, but man, he's really showing it here on the field today.
Read that pass and just didn't get enough muster behind it there for Robbins. They spot the football at the 12-yard line. And once again, North Eugene is right there in the red zone after a turnover by the Indians. Roseburg has run all of 4 offensive plays here tonight. Penalties have been huge for sure. So first down and 10, 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. Gilliam with Ireland behind him, turns, hands it off. He goes over the right side. It's wide open. He high steps over a defender towards the goal line. He's down at the 1 or 2 yard line. It'll be a first and goal situation. We'll see where they spot this football, but it is just outside the end zone. They will put it down just shy of the 1. Down to the 2 on a 10-yard run for Ireland. And they may look to reward him here. He's done a nice job with the ball in his hand so far tonight. And he has gotten him 2 yards out of the end zone. Again, the pistol formation for Gilliam. Hands it off. Had a defender in the backfield, but racing by him goes Ireland, and he's in for the 2-yard run. And North Eugene putting it on early in this one.
Ireland now 7 carries, 40 yards, a touchdown, and he also has completion for 3 yards. He's just been dynamic with the ball in his hand. You can see the explosiveness as he breaks to the outside, cuts back inside, and finds the end zone. This has just been not the start that Roseburg wanted here with their backup quarterback.
Well, they needed to get some confidence for the offense, and right now it has been anything but there's still a long way to go in this one. The touchdown coming with 2:34 to go here in the first quarter. The PAT coming for the right-footed kicker, Jonathan Morgan, also on the soccer team. Spot down, the kick away, but he line drives that one underneath the goalposts. So it'll stay 13-0. North Eugene in front of Roseburg. Back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at qualityfenceco.com.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
Welcome back here to North Eugene High School. It is currently 13-0 North Eugene after a missed extra point for the Highlanders. Roseburg going to receive the ball here. And so far, Luke Robbins a couple of turnovers for him, but a bounce-back drive potentially here in this situation.
Well, Roseburg looking to get the ball in the offense's hand and trying to get something going, but we'll see how things start on this next drive. Tonight's game sponsored by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Sun starting to set here at North Eugene High School. Great turf field. We are actually up in the stands at Swede Johnson Stadium, the baseball field here at North Eugene. We're looking across at the brand new facility for the high school. Beautiful new school. Onside kick attempt. Nobody looking for it for Roseburg. A scrum. And I think Roseburg got it.
Whew, they got lucky.
North Eugene has the football coming out of the bottom of the pile, and the officials are going to get together and talk about it. And they're going to give North Eugene the football. Heard it from the Roseburg sideline saying that good job, Roseburg, and the officials come together and give it to North Eugene, and the Highlanders not taking their foot off the gas pedal.
I was about to say they got lucky because it did go off a few Roseburg players on that bouncer up the middle. Now,
Coach Matt Watson out talking about it, but there's no replay to be able to do anything about it. So unfortunately, I think it's going to be what it is.
This is just not anything that Roseburg wanted going for them here today. Backup QB and 2 offensive drives, 2 turnovers, and now North Eugene kind of rubbing it in a little bit. And Matt Watson's going to call timeout here to try to regroup it and try to just talk to the team. Obviously, a lot happening, and you get a quick onside kick like that. Probably need a second to catch your breath.
Roseburg will use the timeout. We're going to use one as well real quick here. A 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Well, it's going to be an uphill climb for the Roseburg Indians after an onside kick recovered by North Eugene. They start out at the Roseburg 45-yard line. Running up the middle, Ireland, he is a slippery guy. He gets winded down as he takes it deeper into Roseburg territory. Comes up short of the 40-yard line by a couple of yards. They put him down to the 42, a pickup of 3 on first down for the Highlanders. Ireland has been the focus mostly of this offense so far.
9 touches, 46 yards, and a touchdown for Ireland so far, the transfer from Churchill. And really, that's the offense so far. Get Ireland the ball. If it's not going to him, they're going to utilize the screen game. Just try to drain the clock.
Clock running down, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gilliam looks to the sideline. They got to get rid of it, and timeout taken by North Eugene. I believe that'll be their second here in the first half. Now the Highlanders continue to not manage the game clock extremely well. While we've got a break in the action, it is 13-0 North Eugene in front of Roseburg with about a minute and 45 seconds to go still in this first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Neal Company Real Estate. Check out Neal Company Real Estate at nealco.com for the latest listings around Douglas County. Their agents can help you score the home of your dreams. And we do want to say thanks to Southern Septic Service. From residential to commercial, Southern Septic Service has your behind covered when it comes to septic tank pumping and inspections, portable toilet rentals, and grease trap cleaning. Southern Septic Service is woman and veteran owned and a proud supporter of our local sports teams. They are our starting lineup sponsors. But the way things started for Roseburg's offense when they came out on the field after a couple of plays turning it over, we didn't get a chance to run through much of the Roseburg offense and get that read in for Southern Septic Service. First quarter starting to wind down. Only one timeout left in this first half, and we're not even done with the first quarter for North Eugene. Looking to pass, Gilliam sets up in the pocket, lobs down the field, one-on-one coverage, and that ball knocked away by McLean Stedman out there in coverage. He was on the receiver, which is Corsini. Had him there step for step.
Just the second incompletion for Gilliam. And again, it's McLean Stedman, his second pass breakup today.
2 flags out right back at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like North Eugene's moving backwards. It's going to be against the Highlanders, so that'll move them back, and they'll get to replay second down. The ball will be back in Highlanders territory at the 48.
Feels like that's the first positive thing to have happen to Roseburg today.
Not sure if it's homecoming night or not. They've got now Jeeps driving in here for what I assume would be some halftime. It is homecoming night? Okay. I was going to say for some halftime festivities it looks like they're setting up for. So now it is second down and 17. Looking to pass out into the flats. Caught by Ireland. Trying to outrace the defense. Makes a cut back to the hash marks. In between the numbers and the hash, he gets wrestled down into Roseburg territory, but the Indians will stop him short of the original line of scrimmage. It's at the 48, Roseburg half of the field, a pickup of 4 on the pass play out to Ireland. Parade of classic cars rolling into the arena here.
A lot of really cool cars coming in.
These cars,
don't you just love homecoming?
These cars were all built the last time Roseburg and North Eugene played back in 1967. Third down and long, 13 yards to go for the Highlanders. Looking to pass, rolling out to his right. Comeback route open, caught, and missed tackle. Able to stay in bounds, racing down the sideline. And the pass good for a first down. Out there on the far side, it's kick down. He's having a big game, and he moves the chains.
Second reception for kick down and a big one. Able to maneuver around the defense and pick up 20 yards.
First down and 10. They needed 13. Get a little extra there. The ball spotted at the Roseburg 28-yard line. It has been all North Eugene here in the first quarter as Roseburg's offense has not been able to get going. Roseburg's front line, Luther down there, Baker in there, handed right up, going right through the teeth of that front line, spinning forward. We've got Banta, Reitman coming in to help make the stop. And Aiden Nutter, one of the defensive ends out there on the defensive front that have been just working hard as we are done with the first quarter of play after that nice run of about 5 yards for Day Ireland. We will take a 1-minute timeout, come back second quarter. It's 13-0 North Eugene in front of Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Second quarter here from North Eugene. Dr. Lance and Randall, a sponsor of Roseburg football on the Score, family and cosmetic dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call them at 541-378-6694. First snap on second down and 5. It's Ireland once again, spins off to the left side, gets it down to the 21. He is a tough man to bring down on first contact, picks up 2. As this North Eugene offense has been in control here. They had a turnover on down on their first possession, and after that they have capitalized on short fields thanks to Roseburg turnovers. And Roseburg trying to hold them off here. This drive after a touchdown by North Eugene on their last possession. They onside kicked it, got it back, and now they're trying to drive in for a 3-score game. Holding off on the hard count is Roseburg. The ball at the 21. They've got to get it to the 18 for North Eugene. Passing out in the flats, a quick out route, good for the first down. In coverage, Noah Nelson will spin the receiver out of bounds on the far side. It's once again kicked down with the catch, and it moves the chains as he'll set him up at the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 12.
He's having a game as well. Feels like just North Eugene's moving the ball at will. Just two incompletions in the first 10 passes for Gilliam. Now up to 72 yards.
1st and goal, 9-yard line here for the Highlanders, already leading 13-0 early in the second quarter. Looking to pass, pressure coming, they pick it up out of the pocket. Gilliam hit at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, and he will ride Tyler Reitman out of bounds on the far side of the field. The clock will continue to run. Reitman coming up and making the stop. It was only a pickup about a yard or two. They'll put it at the 8-yard line, a pickup of 1 on that scramble for Gilliam, but a nice job with the pressure for Gilliam to get out of the pocket and make something positive.
It was impressive just to get a positive yard right there, but a really good play defensively for Roseburg to get in the backfield, and you need to do a little bit more of that here. We talked about a bend, no, not break defense. Well, here's your opportunity right here to not break deep in your own zone.
It'll be 2nd down and goal. Gilliam in shotgun, moves a man in motion from left to right. They'll hand it off, trying to go on the end around, cutting it upfield at the goal line and in. Touchdown. It is North Eugene into the end zone. And I do believe that was Tayshawn Terrison.
I believe it was kicked down.
Was it kicked down?
Yeah.
Kick down with the TD run from 8 yards out, and it is now 19-0. North Eugene in complete control early.
Just a crazy start for the Highlanders. A confident group coming in with 3 straight wins and now taking a 19-0 lead, and they're going to go for 2 to try to make it 21.
3rd score of the night comes with 10-12 to go in the second quarter. Trying to make up the missed extra point. They pitch it out. Ireland makes a couple of cuts, gets hit hard from behind, but he gets hit into the end zone as he will run it in for the score. Roseburg, that was Nicholas Ruiz, a sophomore, that came in and blasted Ireland as he took it in for the 2-point try. That'll make it 21-0. North Eugene in control, second quarter. Take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Well, Roseburg, I think we said this before the last kickoff. They need to get the offense in the ball in the offense's hands and an opportunity to kind of pick up some momentum. And then North Eugene came out and tried an onside kick, and they end up getting some points out of that, leading by 3 scores right now. Roseburg finding themselves with a hill to climb. It'll be Burke to take it at the 11 on the kickoff. Climbs his way up the hash marks, does not get enough blocks as he is hit right as he gets to the 20. Takes it to the 21 and sets up Roseburg's offense there. The Roseburg Indians will get the offense back on the field, looking to try and find some positive momentum. They've turned it over twice here tonight. A fumble and an interception, and this is the first time they've touched the ball since there was 3:09 to go in the first quarter. Comes with just more than 10 minutes to play here in the first half. 1st down and 10 from the 21. Stedman spread out to the left side. St. Clair out to the right side. Under center is Robbins. He's got a back 3 yards deep. Handed off to him over the left side. Pushing forward out to the 23-yard line. Landon Simpson on the carry. Picking up 2 on 1st down.
Again, we do want to apologize if you're just joining us about the game clock today. Again, we have a little bit of a blockage in our camera view.
A little obstructed view from our seats here.
We can't really even see the scoreboard from our vantage point. The coach is here on a bucket truck in our way.
Yeah, looking through them to see the scoreboard here. It is 2nd down and 8 as the clock runs down. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Give it once again up the middle. Well, plenty of room there for Simpson. He ran right over the left guard, left tackle, found plenty of room on a seam, and he burst his way for Roseburg's first down of the night.
Great run right there. What do you say, Joey? We get a bucket truck next time?
I hate the bucket truck. I've done that before.
Really?
I did that at South Eugene a lifetime ago with good old Steve Tannen. That was an experience in the bucket truck. I'm good where we're at. I just wish that they were somewhere else. Help us all out here. Defense almost jumps on the hard camp by Robbins as Roseburg hoping that this is positive momentum here. Injured quarterback Corey Kimball on the sideline helping call in plays for the Tribe, holding up a play card as he stands next to Coach Watson. And a penalty flag is out for the delay of game. And that's been another thing. Not only the turnovers have been bad, but Roseburg now, that is 4th penalty of the night already on them, and a couple on that last possession were huge early on that drive deep in their own territory.
It feels a lot more of what we saw back in week 1. Even though it was a blowout win for Roseburg, it always felt like they were taking a step forward and then 2 steps backwards.
Moves them back 5 yards to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 15 now. In motion goes Austin. They're going to pitch it to him. Penalty flag is out. Austin has space. He's got some room. He almost broke it as he gets tripped up, falling into North Eugene territory, but the penalty flag comes from the backside, and it's against Roseburg once again.
That flew immediately, and that negates the biggest potential pickup tonight for Roseburg, and it felt like Austin was just a shoestring tackle away from taking it to the house. But alas, another penalty, the 5th one for Roseburg, and it just doesn't feel like a well-oiled machine like we saw last week against Thurston. It just feels like the offense is just missing something without Corey Kimball out there.
It was an illegal shift is what's called against Roseburg, backs him up 5 yards. The only man in motion would have been Austin, but I guess something a bit askew on the offense on that possession. The clock down to 8:20 to go. They hand it off. It's running hard up the middle. It's Landon Simpson. I thought, oh man, he's going to be close to the 1st down. No, we're that far behind the sticks right now.
Yep.
Ball goes out to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 7 for Simpson. And it'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Tribe.
And Simpson has 3 carries, 17 yards. Again, it's just taking that step forward and then 2 steps backwards, it feels like. But it feels like this offense is willing to throw the ball a little bit more with Robbins. Has the interception. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down.
7:50 to play in the first half. Pitch it to Burwell. He tries to turn it upfield. Sheds a tackler. Dragged down by his shoelaces. Out to the 40, or make that the 34-yard line. Picks up 6. And will set up Roseburg. 3rd down and manageable here after finding themselves on what was 1st down and 20. Got 3rd down and about 7 to go. Long 6. Need to get the football to the 41 as they sit at the 34. Whistles are going to blow. And it looks like a timeout may be taken. The teams are Roseburg heading to the sideline here.
Feels like an official timeout, maybe.
Not a signal. No.
Delay game on North Eugene.
Oh, well, that's beneficial for Roseburg. Feels like, Roseburg's huddled up talking here.
I'm wondering if I'm very confused.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can think of is that North Eugene called timeout. They threw a flag for delay of game thinking that they didn't have a timeout left, but now they are moving the ball.
So they'll spot the football at the 39-yard line, which puts Roseburg at 3rd down and 2. So I'm not sure. Again, I agree with you. I'm not sure. And now North Eugene will use its final penalty, or excuse me, final timeout here in the first half. Let's go ahead and use one as well, a 30-second timeout here as we get things all situated for a big 3rd down attempt for Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Well, getting some possible explanations for what all inspired there before that timeout taken by North Eugene. Maybe an equipment violation for the Highlanders. Roseburg just going with the quarterback keeper on 3rd down and 2. Reminiscent of what we saw last week. They got that big front line up and moving, and it'll move the pile for Luke Robbins as he moves the chains and takes Roseburg across their own 40-yard line. Best drive of the night so far for the Tribe as they try to get something established. They're out to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the carry.
Just 5 yards on 3 carries so far for Robbins, but that's his longest one. Love to see it for him trying to get back in rhythm after a fumble and an interception.
Defense jumps, and it is on North Eugene. Their defensive end and a linebacker on the right side, both coming across the line on the hard count with the man in motion for Roseburg. And North Eugene getting a little bit sloppy and aggressive here with their big lead. Guys may be feeling good and not paying attention to the discipline portion of what was preached by Rick Raish and this North Eugene coaching staff. After the 5-yard penalty, they give it to Austin again. He's got space, and he'll get spun down as he breaks one free. Another nice run for Roseburg. He takes it from the 47-yard line and into North Eugene territory.
Big pickup for Austin, and that's the guy that you want to feed. He is dynamic with the ball in his hands. We talk a lot about Ireland on North Eugene's side. Well, Caden Austin's exactly that for Roseburg. He's a guy that you want to get the ball.
Gets 17 yards on that carry, moves the chains, and in Roseburg into North Eugene territory for the first time here tonight. Under center Robbins, offense starting to move a little bit more fluidly, looking to pass. They'll go on the quick pass on the slant to the far side. Sliding attempt. Are they going to say it was caught by Dane St. Clair? It looks like they will. North Eugene was trying to say it was incomplete, skipped off the turf. We're kind of blocked from our angle on seeing that one. They'll say complete down to the 31. Pick up a 5 on the pass completion.
I mean, you'll take it. First completion now for Robbins. Make it second.
And with a 5-yard completion, it'll be 2nd down and 5. The game clock down to 5:20 and counting. They try to run it up the middle with Robbins. Penalty flag out. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It was just a scrum out there as they try to push the pile. Face mask called against North Eugene.
And now this drive's finally starting to feel like some sort of positive momentum for Roseburg. One thing to note, though, is Roseburg won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. So if you get a quick score here, you maybe get a stop defensively, maybe try to score one more time, get the ball back after halftime, and all of a sudden you could see a 21-0 deficit tied. But, you know, that's a lot of wishful thinking. A lot would have to change up to that point, but right now it's starting to feel like some momentum going Roseburg's way.
Just a 5-yard penalty on the face mask. They will give it to Simpson up the middle, and he barrels his way through. The offensive line opening up holes. That'll move the chains on 2nd down and short. And Roseburg is just outside the red zone. Make it in the red zone as they hit the 20 on a 7-yard pickup for Landon Simpson. Under 5 minutes, down to 4:45 and counting here in the first half. And Roseburg is driving, but they are going to have to really, the defense is going to have to pull off some stops, and the offense is going to have to be efficient if they look to come back with this style of offense. They have not been moving quickly. In motion goes Austin. They'll pitch it to him, running left side, tries to outrace the defense. This time they're ready for it. Coming up to make the tackle is Derek Earl, a sophomore, tracking down the speedy Caden Austin. Austin gets a yard to the 19.
We saw it last week, though. Roseburg was able to score with under 2 minutes on the clock to end the first half against Thurston to take the lead. We've seen this offense push the ball down the field, but it's been a lot of big-time plays, some shot plays, and obviously not having Corey Kimball out there, maybe that limits your offensive selection, but so far on this drive, we've seen a fair number of explosive plays, even with Caden Austin getting started earlier on this drive with a 17-yard run.
This drive closing in on 7 minutes total. Fake the pitch, looking to pass, but pressure in the backfield. Huck it towards the end zone for Robbins. 2 players there. Catch made, touchdown Roseburg. It's Noah Nelson on the score from 19 yards out.
What a great play from Luke Robbins, able to step up in the pocket, avoid the defenders, then huck it deep. He had a couple of men open, but he's able to find the wide out for the TD.
Hucks it to the end zone, and it was caught. Nelson right there along with Austin. And that'll be the first touchdown pass for Robbins and the first touchdown grab for Nelson on the year. And Roseburg with a little bit of life. 21-6 your score. PAT coming here. It'll be Jacob Michael, the kick. He buries that one into the bushes back behind the stadium, and that will go through. It is 21-7. Roseburg showing a little life here in the first half, as we'll take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable, veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving. Well, that was the drive that Roseburg needed.
Yeah, and we talked about the shot plays, right? And right there, it's kind of that same shot play that we saw against Thurston at the end of the last half. You fake the pitch and then throw it deep down the field. Noah Nelson able to track down the deep ball from Luke Robbins. And now Robbins, if you look at his stat line in the pocket, he's 3 of 4 for 39 yards and now the touchdown. The one incompletion was an interception, but he was hit on the throw. He's looking good as a passer out there, and that's what you'd expect from a starter who started last year at Douglas High School.
And Roseburg did better there of not putting themselves behind the sticks too much. They did get early in the drive, but then got some help from some penalties from North Eugene and able to get some offensive fluidity. The return from the 5 right up the middle. Look out. Here he goes, weaving his way through traffic, and North Eugene's going to have a good start to this drive, although a penalty flag is out back at the 33-yard line. The return man was Trayson. Make that Terrison, excuse me. Last week they did have, I think, a punt return for a touchdown maybe. So waiting to see what this penalty flag will be. Football got all the way out to about like the 47. It's going to go against North Eugene on the return, so the Highlanders will be moving backwards. And they will set up this drive instead back at their own 23-yard line. So that is a break for Roseburg on that one.
Huge break, and now this is a big drive defensively right here for the Tribe. Got to get a stop, maybe try to get the offense back out there for a quick score. We talk about winning the middle 8 right now. You're in the middle 8, got to try to win it here.
Running up the middle, here go the Highlanders on first down. Carrying the ball is Ireland.
Looks like a pickup of 9 and now an injured player for North Eugene.
Player down on a knee. That might be Hibbler. Does look like Hibbler is the man slow to get up. Football close to that first down marker.
Finally, the trainers come out.
Kind of waiting to see where they set the football down at, but the Hibbler is the man slow to get up. And we'll have a little bit of a break in the action here. Can you see how much time's left in this first half?
3:17. It's teamwork, Joey.
There we go. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by Flyway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader Flyway Travel and make sure that you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Hibbler will get up. He's walking a little awkwardly to the sideline, but doing so under his own power. Might be some cramping out there for him. So we will resume play after that big carry on first down to make it second and short. Football looks like it's about the 32 maybe. No, they'll put it just on the other side of the 30. So it was a pickup of about 7. So it'll be a pitch out to the far side, carrying with space and speed. Now cutting back to the inside goes Ireland. Stiff arm, gets tracked down and thrown down. It's McLean Stedman that came up.
14-yard pickup right there for Ireland. He's now over 70 yards. 73 yards on 12 carries for Ireland with the touchdown.
They'll spot the football out at the 45. 15-yard carry. Clock continues to run. Down to about 2.5 to go. Rolling to his left. Gilliam squares up. Throws downfield. Nice catch. Made into Roseburg territory. Tried to stay on his feet and inbounds. Out to about the 44. Roseburg's half of the field. The catch made out there by Kickdown. The pass will move North Eugene quickly into Roseburg territory. We'll spot it at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that completion.
Gilliam now 84 yards, 9 for 11 from the field. And Kickdown, I mean, what a game for him. It feels like he's been flying everywhere on the field.
It'll be first down and 10. Clock stopped, now running with 2:26, looking to pass deep downfield, one-on-one coverage, and picked off by Burke. Overshot the intended target, Burke with it on the interception. He'll bounce it up the field, continues to weave his way through traffic, and Roseburg gets a takeaway. Penalty flags out at the end of it. Some hits away from the play. Either way, Roseburg comes up with the stop. The football spotted out at the 32-yard line after the interception. And Roseburg with the takeaway, their first of the night.
Man, what a big stand for this defense. We talked about how big of a drive this is going to be for the Tribe here, and they get the stop, they get the turnover, and they have 2:13 to work with. Now all of a sudden you can really get yourself back in the game. You can go down here, score a touchdown, even get a field goal, and you get the ball back to start the second half. They could see this 21-0 lead evaporate in a matter of drives.
Well, they will have to deal with the fact they get hit with a penalty flag at the end of that return on the interception by Burke. So he got it to the 30. They mark off 10 yards for the penalty, and Roseburg's back at the 20. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 20 for the Indians. Looking to try and see if they can get one more score before the halftime break. Pump fake, throw out in the flats, caught by Austin. He gets hit at the knees and taken down after a gain of 5 to the 25.
Robbins feels like a comfortable passer, and I'm sure the offense at North Douglas was a little bit more pass heavy, not as much run focus for him. But he's able to connect with Austin, trying to get him in space.
Second down and 5 coming here for the Tribe. They do have 2 timeouts left. Looking to pass again over the middle. It's wide open for Austin. Look out. Here he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. It's a foot race as he angles to the far sideline, and he's in. Touchdown, Roseburg, 75 yards to the house.
What a big play for the Indians. Caden Austin using his speed, breaking away. As we look at the replay, Robbins just looking over the middle, and Austin found his way behind the secondary, and that's what a triple option offense does for you. It allows you to stretch the defense vertically because they're collapsing in, expecting the run, and a heck of a play for Austin, and all of a sudden it may be a one-possession game, and a touchdown and an extra point will do it after that extra point's good. 21-14. Incredible change of momentum.
It is Jacob Michael with the PAT after the longest play from scrimmage for Roseburg this year. Caden Austin with the catch and run for Austin, his second touchdown reception of the season. And boy, oh boy, was that a big one. And now eclipses his previous long of 52 yards. 75 yards to the house, and Roseburg not dead yet. As they like to say in Monty Python, I'm not quite dead yet. I feel like taking a walk right to the end zone for 6. Austin, what a play and a great job. Look, it's easy to look back and say this was not the start Roseburg wanted offensively. Penalties, turnovers, they put themselves behind the 8 ball in this one tonight. But you got to give credit to the entire team. But, you know, a lot of pressure goes on the shoulders of the quarterback. And Luke Robbins has taken over after the offense had been looking good for a couple of weeks. Robbins comes in and some struggles early in this one. You could easily start turning on yourself. Start feeling bad about yourself. Start feeling like you can't do the job that he's being asked of. And he has not shown that at all. He has come out and continued to grind. And he has battled his way back into this one for the Roseburg Indians. Kickoff away, big boot out of Jacob Michael. High kick goes down to about the 7-yard line. Weaving up through, big return again for North Eugene. Still on their feet, now wrapped up and pushed back out at about the 30-yard line on the kickoff return for the Highlanders.
How about that? This triple option offense, back-to-back weeks, scoring touchdowns with under 2 minutes to play. And now you kind of leave a lot of clock out there for North Eugene, and you still have to have a big defensive drive here. Remember, though, North Eugene has called all of their timeouts.
Minute 20-something to go.
It's 21.
I just could not. I kept trying every angle I could get to see that final digit.
Like having to bend backwards, almost go down a full row.
It is sure fun. Starting at their own 30, but penalty flags come from the far sideline. The side judge out there whipped that one out there all the way to the hash marks. Penalty flag. Now, so what really hampered Roseburg early was obviously the turnovers, but the penalties really pushing them back and starting them behind the sticks. The tide has kind of turned on that, and it's North Eugene that's gotten a little sloppy with their play and have been penalized quite a bit.
A little bit. It just feels like a sloppy game for both teams, even though it feels like North Eugene's been a little bit more efficient offensively. But here we are in a 7-point game late in the first half.
Back 5 yards to the 25-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Highlanders. Turn and hand it off. It's Ireland bouncing out to the left side. He gets wrapped up by his ankles, and he'll gain about 4 yards on that play.
I mean, they're running him like we saw Churchill run Seville Posse. And he's only 165 pounds, and Coach Raish for North Eugene, he talked a little bit about how he plays 20 pounds heavier than he is, and that's exactly what we're kind of seeing from him. He feels like a very physical running back despite that 165-pound frame.
They do put him out at the 37, the 27. A pickup of 2 on that carry. 2nd down and about a long 13. Running over the left side again. Does go Ireland, I believe. Yeah, that looks like Ireland there. And Roseburg's going to use a timeout here as Ireland only picks up a chunk of yards. It's going to be 3rd down and long, and Roseburg thinking maybe we get a chance to get the ball back, or at least we force them to punt and we see what happens. Give me a time check here.
31 seconds.
Okay. Timeout taken by Roseburg. With the break in the action, we can let you know tonight's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, and by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Tonight's video coverage is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. I've been alerted to one of the things that I didn't think of going into this week. This whole Thursday thing, apparently, I didn't feel like it was really throwing me off until now that we've gotten halfway into this ball game. It just feels like something's been off, but I didn't embed tonight's stream for the broadcast on our website at 541radio.com. So if you do go to 541radio.com, or you know somebody that goes there to watch it, just go to our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score on YouTube. You can find it there and stream it there. We are streaming the game. It's available, but I just forgot to put it on the website and embed it there. But it is still available out there for everybody involved. But that clock's not, game clock we have troubles with here tonight. Been racing around doing every which thing. We're on the air. We're calling football. We're having a good time.
Is there a full moon?
It'll be 3rd down and medium here. Handed off up the middle, bouncing it out and able to, looks like close to the sticks here. The football just across the 40, and they're going to wave him forward. It looks like Ireland moves the chains as he carries it to the 41-yard line. Needed to get to the 40. And that'll be a 1st down carry. The clock will start moving once the chains are set. And Roseburg, after that timeout, now they'll probably just be willing to let this first half run out, as it looks like it will. Clock under 10 seconds to go, and we are headed to halftime. Our Quality Fence halftime report coming up for you. Roseburg, after trailing 21-0, has fought their way back to make it 21-14 as we head to the halftime break. Well, we ask you not to go anywhere. We will recap the first half of tonight's ball game for you, take a look at some statistics, and then we'll check your BTB Moving out-of-town scoreboard update on some of the other games that are going on tonight. There are other league games happening around the Midwestern League this evening, so we'll be checking in on some of that here coming up. But as we head to the halftime break, it is 21-14. The Roseburg Indians trail by 7 after being down 3 scores. They battle their way back in it, and we'll have the football to start the second half. We'll be back with your Quality Fence halftime report after this 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and other.
Well, Roseburg football showing some life, trying to get a big win on the road. They have responded to some early adversity, and they have found themselves back in this ball game, trailing 21-14 against the North Eugene Highlanders. The Indians, 2 turnovers early in the first quarter, have battled their way back and are now only trailing by 7. Along with Knight Uretsky, I'm Joey Keyran. Happy to have you with us here on tonight's broadcast of the game. Live video coverage brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. We said this was not the start they were hoping for, but definitely the end of the first half that they are probably feeling pretty good about.
Oh, you got to feel pretty great right now. Only down by 7 points after trailing by 21 in this game. But you have an opportunity here. You're going to get the ball back for the second half, and after everything went North Eugene's way, you finally get a turnover defensively. You go down and score a touchdown after your own touchdown on the big explosive play by Caden Austin. And, right now, you got to feel pretty good heading into the break. Last week, it was a slow start, trailing by 10. This week, now trailing by 21, able to fight their way back, now trailing by just 7 and a chance to tie to start the second half.
The comeback kids, we could call them here. Hopefully they can finish it off, unlike last week when they fell just shy against what is now number 3 ranked Thurston. Thurston in action tonight, and we'll get a check of the scoreboard coming up here later during the Quality Fence halftime report, but you've got Thurston hosting Churchill in a big showdown of 2 undefeateds on the year or in league play. Also tonight, South Eugene hosting Eagle Point, of 2 teams that are winless on the season. Tomorrow, Willamette and Springfield will be squaring off as that wraps up all of the league games going on this week in the Midwestern League. Well, let's take a look at your scoring recap from the first half of this one. North Eugene got the ball to start out the ball game. They turned it over on downs. Roseburg got it at their own 33, but they would fumble on their second play of the drive. It was picked up and returned nicely by Grady Kickdown. Set up North Eugene with a short field. They started at the Roseburg 14. 2 plays later, they get a touchdown pass from 11 yards out from quarterback Gilliam, connecting with Trayshawn Terrison. Brody Gilliam with his first touchdown pass of the night. That made it 7-0. On the next drive for Roseburg, they suffered 2. They started at their 30, penalty to the 15, penalty to the 10. They were facing first down and long. They get about 15 on the first pass play, and then turn it over as Luke Robbins was getting hit as he was throwing. That ball picked off by Kickdown once again. He gets a second takeaway of the night. And Roseburg was finding themselves hurting a little bit here from the 12-yard line after the interception return. 2 plays later, a 2-yard run for Day Ireland. He cashes in for his first touchdown of the night, made it 13-0 as the kick was no good. That was your score at the end of 1, but North Eugene would onside kick after that touchdown, get the ball back. It took them, I think we've got some backfiring happening over there on some of the classic cars that are here tonight. Not necessarily sounds you want to hear at a high school sporting event, but okay. It took 8 plays to go 55 yards for North Eugene after they recover the onside kick. They would score early in the second quarter to make it 21-0. They'd get the 2-point try on a run by Ireland, and that made it 21-0. And it felt like nothing was going Roseburg's way. They got the ball, started at their own 21. They got a couple of big penalties that backed them up and put them in a long situation, but they would convert. And then they got some help on some penalties by North Eugene. And they would finish out a 10-play drive covering a total of 79 yards on a touchdown pass from 19 yards out. Luke Robbins finds Noah Nelson at the back of the end zone. The kick from Jacob Michael was good, 21-7. And that would get the ball back in Roseburg's hands with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first half. And it only took 2 plays. After a Roseburg penalty at the end of the return on the interception, Roseburg got hit with a penalty, made it back at the 20-yard line, a 5-yard pass completion to the 25, and then 75 yards. It was Robbins to Austin for the touchdown. The kick by Michael makes it 21-14, our score here at the halftime break. I think we might have a bit of an extended halftime break with homecoming festivities going on here. Classic cars driving around for us here tonight as they will make their way around the track here at North Eugene High School. And you see you've got members of the student body in the back of these cars here. And they're celebrating homecoming night here tonight at North Eugene High School. We will take a look at some individual numbers. We will share some thoughts on the first half, react to that, and we'll take a look at your BTB Moving out-of-town scoreboard update as well. As we continue on with your Quality Fence halftime report. Don't go anywhere, folks. More coming up here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable, veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back here to North Eugene High School. It is 21-14. Highlanders in front at the halftime break. It was 21-0, then Roseburg battled their way back to make it a 7-point game at the half, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half after winning the coin toss and deferring to the second half. Matt Uretsky here with Joey Keyran, keeping it down for you here on a Thursday. Yes, that's right, Thursday night football, Thursday night high school football up here in Eugene. There's actually several games happening across the league, actually in the Eugene area. Thurston and Churchill are playing tonight. Eagle Point at South Eugene. Something about these Eugene schools and just not wanting to play on a Friday the same day that the Oregon Ducks are playing tomorrow. That, I think, is the reasoning why we have these Thursday games. But it is homecoming here today at North Eugene High School. Giving you some stats from the first half. Gilliam for North Eugene. He finished 9 of 12 with 84 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Day Ireland, he was the bell cow in that first half for North Eugene. 15 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown on the ground for Ireland. He also got a couple of completions as a wide receiver. 2 completions, 7 yards, 97 total yards of offense for Day Ireland in that first half of football. For kick down, the wide receiver, Grady, he's been incredible with the ball in his hands. He has an 8-yard rushing touchdown, but he also has caught the ball 4 times for 47 yards. And now he also has a fumble return and an interception in this game for North Eugene. So kick down and Ireland, the 2 playmakers out there, and kick down with those 2 turnovers. He had the best quote. I was trying to find it a little bit earlier, but his quote earlier was, if we stop the defense, or if we stop the offense for Thurston, they don't got no shot. That's it. And that's certainly been the case here in this one, at least to start the game. Getting some positive information. Joey, during this break, has been working on trying to get the camera to read the scoreboard, at least come into our program, and it looks like we might have that problem solved to get the score for the second half. But to continue on with some of those statistics in the first half for Roseburg, Luke Robbins, after starting just 1 for 2 with an interception, he's now 5 of 6 in the game, 119 yards and a touchdown, 75 of them going to Caden Austin on a touchdown reception. Austin now 80 yards on 2 catches for him. With that 75-yard touchdown, longest play from scrimmage this season for Roseburg. Robbins just 5 yards on 3 carries on the ground. Caden Austin having a dynamic game. 98 yards of total offense after 2 carries, 18 yards for him, plus the 2 catches for 80 yards. So 98 yards for Austin. Dre Burwell had 1 carry, 7 yards for him. Caden Luther had a 15-yard reception. Noah Nelson had a 19-yard touchdown. Robbins, 2 touchdown passes, one from 19 yards and the other one for 75 yards. So a good first half for Luke Robbins in the air. Dane St. Clair also had a 5-yard reception. So those are the stats from the first half on both sides. A lot of offense, 35 total points, and after being down 21-0, I think Roseburg's pretty satisfied to just be down by 7 at the halftime break and have an opportunity in the second half getting the ball right back.
I think this definitely changes the halftime speech for head coach Matt Watson after the way things started. He can go into he's, in general, a positive, optimistic kind of guy, it seems like. I don't know what his locker room presence is like, if he's maybe a yeller or an enforcer or how it might go in there. I have a hard time picturing it, but coaches on game day, they can be a little bit different than what you see during the week. But I think the message going in to the locker room changes with the way that first half finishes. His team did exactly what you wanted. They made mid-game adjustments, and they figured out kind of how to turn things around in their favor and started to get I think it probably was a moment on the sideline where the coaching staff looks at the guys and say, hey, take a deep breath. Let's just focus. We know we can do this. Here we go. And they proved to themselves that they, in fact, could do it. And being down by just 7 after being down 21-0 and nothing going your direction on offense, your defense out there a ton and having to try and track down a speedy, difficult back to get to. And really, this is kind of similar to what we saw last week with Roseburg and Thurston, where Roseburg ended up scoring points because they got short fields a lot. Now, not to say that Roseburg wouldn't have been able to do that, but they took advantage of short fields. North Eugene has done exactly that. When they've had to drive further down the field and haven't started near or in the red zone, their drives haven't made it. And so if Roseburg can avoid those self-inflicted penalties, self-inflicted turnovers, I give them a chance here. And obviously getting the ball to start the second half is going to be huge. This is our Quality Fence halftime report along with Knight Ureski. I'm Joey Kieran. Your thoughts, Knight, from that first half and just kind of what the halftime adjustments might be?
Yeah, I think that you just got to keep doing your thing defensively. We saw them kind of succeed towards the end of that first half. But just the one thing that stands out to me from that first half of football is just the more time to make mid-game adjustments. Coach talked a little bit about it, how he wishes he had more time with Luke Robbins out there last week. Robbins kind of came in at the end of the game, couldn't really get into a rhythm, and we saw him here today with a little bit of rust out there. But after that rust was shaken off by Robbins, he was able to succeed, throw the ball down the field, and it feels like Robbins is a comfortable passer. I'm not sure what the offense they ran at Douglas High School was last year, but earlier this year, we watched a Douglas High School game, and what were they doing? They were pushing the ball down the field. It seemed like a more pass-heavy offense, and it feels like maybe this triple option offense for Robbins has taken a little bit to get used to, but what he's shown is that he can be a passer, and we saw that with a couple of passing touchdowns in that first half for Luke Robbins.
We are here on homecoming night at North Eugene High School, a Thursday night affair between the Indians and the Highlanders. First meeting between the two teams since 1967. Roseburg does own the series lead in this one. They've won 6 out of 9 meetings. This will be the 10th time the two schools have met. They played regularly as league opponents from 1959 to 1967. We were talking about this in the pregame show ago when the two teams played, if it was before the Thurman Bell era. We get ready for this one to get back underway. A few more minutes left to go on this halftime clock. But as we wrap up things here with the Quality Fence halftime report, we'll come back with a look at your BTB Moving out-of-town scoreboard update. And we'll take a look at some of these other league games that are going on here tonight. A lot of the rest of high school football will be playing tomorrow night, but in the Midwestern League, a lot of games going on, or a few games going on here tonight, and they're definitely games of note that we would like to update you on what we have. Also, we'll see if maybe we can dig up a couple of scores from some Roseburg events going on here tonight. We had soccer and volleyball also going on for Roseburg. We'll try to dig up some scores to pass along to you there as well. That would be your BTB Moving out-of-town scoreboard update coming up, providing labor services for your moving needs. If you're heading out of town, get in touch with BTB Moving. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Senior and veteran discounts are available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Back after our final 1-minute timeout here on the halftime show here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Back here at the halftime break from North Eugene High School. Joey Kieran and Knight Ureski with you. It's time now for that BTB Moving out-of-town scoreboard update. Knight, you've been checking in on that Thurston and Churchill game. An important one here. This week in the coaches poll, Thurston up to number 3 after their win against Roseburg last week. Roseburg actually receiving votes in the poll as this week got underway. And Churchill, who Thurston is hosting tonight, in the receiving votes category as well. That was one we were looking forward to. Two teams that are undefeated in league play. What's the latest you got on that one?
Yeah, it always feels like it's always a fun one between Thurston and Churchill. I feel like those teams have been going back and forth. And you think about this, the last time that Thurston lost a league game, it was to Churchill back in 2017. Well, that might be the case tonight at the halftime break. It is 24-7. Churchill in front of Thurston, 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions. Seville Posse, 20 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns in that first half for Churchill.
That's pretty impressive. It could be a big night there, knocking off the vaunted Thurston Colts, who have won 40 consecutive league games. Roseburg almost did it last week. Churchill might finish it off here tonight, leading at the halftime break. Taking a look at Roseburg scores here tonight. The Roseburg boys soccer team at home against Willamette tonight. They fell at Finlay Field 4-1, unfortunately, the final score there. Roseburg volleyball is on the road at Grants Pass tonight. No score to report there. They may still be going. They went 5 sets the last time the two schools met, and they got started at 6:45, so they may still be going here for a little bit longer in that one. And no final score yet on OSAA.org to report to you on Roseburg and Willamette girls soccer. They are actually just a little ways away from us here over at Willamette High School for that matchup here tonight. Also, we had Elkton taking on Crow tonight. They kicked off at 7 o'clock, so they're likely still playing in that one. We'll have the full high school football schedule for you up online at 541radio.com, where you can check out high school sports coverage all throughout the week. Check out what's going on there and what games are going to be coming up for our local teams tomorrow. And a little selfish plug here. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at noon on The Score for the Umpqua Basin Tailgate Show. Knight and I will be talking football here in the Umpqua Basin. We'll be recapping what we saw here tonight on the football field. We'll be talking about the Oregon Ducks taking on Michigan State tomorrow night here in Eugene. And we'll be talking about the Beavers getting ready to host Colorado State up in Corvallis. So we'll be talking a lot of college football, talking high school football, and talking all sorts of football coming up tomorrow, noon to 2. It's the Umpqua Basin Tailgate Show presented by BTB Moving here on The Score, or you can watch that also on our YouTube channel as we stream the simulcast there as well.
Please watch.
Yeah, tune in and
comment on YouTube.
I was going to say, also feel free to be a part of the program as well. Give us a call or comment on the YouTube channel. So, all righty. Getting ready, third quarter action just about to get started. Oh, how about you got a score on the NFL game?
Yeah,
I just got some
saw
notifications.
some of those texts. This game apparently is a really good one. The Buccaneers 30-27 with 2 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Make it 30-30. The Falcons kick a field goal as time expires, and they're going to OT. How about that game? Yeah, overtime. Bucky Irving. A lot of people were betting on him today, plus or minus 45 rushing yards. He's at 44. There's a lot of happy people out there that are going to hopefully see the Buccaneers get the ball to start the second half, or start overtime.
Well, look at that here as we get ready to start our second half. For those that are watching online on our YouTube channel, appreciate you doing it. The video stream is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. We got our clock working. So there we go. That is nice. Holy smokes, Kirk Cousins, 440 yards passing.
55 attempts throwing the ball today. I think the more surprising one is Kyle Pitts has caught 7 passes for 88 yards.
You just got me wondering if one of my bets cashed here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up the app and we'll move right along. My dad and my brother are texting me as they are more worried about Thursday night football going on in the NFL, where we're here concerned about Thursday night football and high school football. But it reminded me that, yeah, I do got something going on here tonight. So, all right. Speaking of something going on, we're about ready to start the second half of action here from North Eugene High School. Roseburg set to get the ball back as the Highlanders will kick it away. They have converted an onside kick. The kick will go deep, though, to the 14 for McLean Stedman. He's going to try to race behind or by a couple of defenders. He didn't really have blockers in front of him, so he just tried to use the sideline in his speed. He got out to about the 30. He's a little slow to get up, though. Stedman, the junior, has been a nice offensive weapon and has been playing strong defensively as of late, and he seems to be all right. All right, here we go, third quarter with 11:56 to play. I can see the clock because it's up on the screen now. Roseburg with the football, and they start moving right to left on your radio dial, wearing the all-whites jerseys here tonight. They've got the ball at their own 30-yard line. It'll be Luke Robbins, the senior quarterback, that will come out and lead the way for the Tribe. They will turn, hand it off, making a move, making a cut, hurdling a defender. It's Tyler Reitman, the senior. We didn't see much of him at running back for a couple of weeks, and he has been back there the last game and tonight. I don't know if that's his first carry of the evening, but it's a good one. Moves the chains out to the 41.
It is his first carry of the evening, and he's able to pick up 11 yards on his first carry. And maybe that's something they're trying to do because he plays both sides, plays as a linebacker, a dynamic linebacker defensively, try to save some of that energy for the second half, and we're seeing that here.
Last week, 5 carries for 21 yards, picks up good yardage on his first one, and they're going to go right back to him. Got the handoff just in time. He's into the secondary, and Roseburg moving quickly just out of this break. They're coming out with some fire and hitting the hole at exactly the right time. Reitman breaks in, and he will move the chains on another carry. They'll spot the football at the North Eugene 47, and that'll be a pickup of 12.
Already 2 carries, 23 yards for Reitman, and you have the ball in plus territory, only trailing by 7. This is a team that was down 21-0.
That play was almost blown up, too, by North Eugene, but Reitman got it just in time, and the hole was there. Now miscommunication and trapped in the backfield. Luke Robbins, nowhere to go. He'll fall at the 50-yard line, lose 3.
Yeah, Robbins just doesn't have that same twitch that you see from Corey Kimball. He just hasn't had the success on the ground that we've seen from Kimball. Now just 4 carries, 2 yards.
But he's been doing, for the most part here as of late, a good job of distributing the football. Loses 3 back to the 50, second down and 13. It'll be Austin and Burwell. The slots on either side. They hand it off over the left side. Goes Reitman again, and once again, it's a first down carry. It's just the same play 3 times for Tyler Reitman, and each time it's double-digit yardage.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, my goodness, they're just getting chunk after chunk after chunk.
Down to the 32-yard line for Reitman. He'll pick up 18 on the carry. Big night brewing for him, and he's only touched the ball 3 times. First and 10 for the Tribe as they are marching into North Eugene territory. Burwell, the slot on the left side. Austin on the right side, tight to the line of scrimmage. Under center goes Robbins. It is Reitman in the backfield again. And let's try it again, and this time North Eugene does sniff it out. But Reitman fights hard to fall forward, spun back to the line, and falls down to the 31-yard line.
Man, what a spark of energy to start the second half for Reitman. 39 yards on 4 carries. Big, powerful back, but using his speed quite a bit. Getting some burst. It feels like Roseburg hasn't had a ton of space, especially up the middle in that first half. Now starting the second half, getting some chunk plays up the middle.
They'll face second down and 9 here. Reitman still in the backfield. You've got one target spread to the right side. That is Stedman. Roseburg moving in motion. Go on the slant route over the middle. It's caught by Austin. What a catch in traffic over the middle of the field, reaching up to get to it, and then with the wherewithal to weave his way up the field. Passing over the middle can be treacherous, but Robbins completes another one.
Just an easy slant route, and that's what you want. You want to get the ball into Caden Austin's hands, and he's able to move it for the first down.
They'll spot the football at the 14-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 on that pass completion to Austin. Robbins will move Austin in motion from right to left. Hand it off, running left side. And Reitman unable to break free of the defensive line for North Eugene. They might have dropped him for a loss of maybe 1. They spot the football about back at the line of scrimmage, actually, down at the 14. Roseburg will face second down and 10 as the clock continues to run. 8:20 and counting here in this third quarter. Roseburg wearing off time here on the first drive of the second half, nearing 4 minutes on this opening possession. This time Burwell moves left to right. They will be a keeper here for Robbins, and he will just slide off the right side of the line of scrimmage. Kind of almost lost his foot, but everything jumbled up for him. It helped keep him upright, and he just slid off the right side, stumbles his way down, and will get it to about the 6-yard line, I think, is where they are spotting this football.
Nice pickup of 8 right there for Robbins. And he did the right thing. He pulled it back. It's hard to be a quarterback in this system. You have to be decisive. And Coach was talking about last week being successful in their reads about 60% of the time, trying to make it 80% this week. But Robbins does the right decision there and keeps it himself.
It is third down and about 2. Robbins with it. We might see the quarterback sneak here. Nope, he's going to pitch it. Burwell running right side. He'll bounce it out to the far side. Defender falls down. He shimmy shakes to about the goal line, and he will go out of bounds. Has the first down. Roseburg should have first and goal from about the 2. And it's Dre Burwell carrying it down inside the 5.
Huge play from Burwell. Trying to cut it inside. First it wasn't there. Broke it to the outside. Stretched for the pylon, and he's going to get inside there.
He gets 5 yards on the carry down to the 1. And so it's first and goal from the 1 for Roseburg. A touchdown would get him within 1 of tying this ball game up to start the second half. It's the keeper for Robbins. Goes over the center, slides over the right guard, and he's in. Touchdown, Roseburg. And they're the extra point away from tying this one up. Nothing too flashy there, Knight.
Not at all, but how about this team? Down 21-0 to battle their way back and tie it. And Luke Robbins has all of a sudden looked sharp out there. Couple of rushes, and finally he gets into the end zone. His 6th carry up the middle, and now a chance to tie it here on the extra point. Shouldn't get too far ahead of myself.
Jacob Michael out there gets the kick away just in time, splits the uprights. We're tied up here in the third quarter, 21-all between Roseburg and North Eugene. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got ourselves a ball game. Back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Nice opening drive to the second half for Roseburg. Tonight's game is brought to you by Centennial Orthopedics. Sports injuries and more, it's your move. Visit centennialorthopediatry.com. Well, Roseburg will kick it away. Do they try and do something fun about maybe an onside kick? I think working your way back at this point, let's just keep playing regular football. They'll boot it deep. Jacob Michael will send it into the night sky, back to the goal line, and just in for a touchback. That kid, I was talking with Coach Watson about Jacob Michael after practice this week, and he was talking just about how much work he's put into the kicking game, and he has looked really good doing it this year. He is perfect tonight on PATs, and it's been big. Roseburg has needed those extra points to tie this one up.
He certainly has a big leg. We noticed that actually before the start of the season. We were watching the pregame kicking going on before that first game against Gresham, and we were like, man, this Michael kid, he can really boot the ball, and we've certainly seen that this season.
So we will watch as Roseburg's offense will come onto the field, or excuse me, Roseburg's defense will come onto the field for the first time here tonight, and the offense for North Eugene will take the field. It's the first time in the second half, I should say. Roseburg burned off more than 4 minutes on that opening drive. North Eugene trying to answer. The run goes up the middle for Ireland, and he weaves his way from the 20. Will pick up a couple of yards on first down. Now, North Eugene gave it away once in the first half. Roseburg gave it away twice, but the Highlanders were -7 on the turnover margin this season, so they have practically everybody on the offensive side has fumbled the ball at one point this year. That'll be something for them to try and continue to watch. For Roseburg, it's something to maybe try to take advantage of. In shotgun, Gilliam looks to the sideline. He threw the interception towards the end of the first half. That was the one giveaway by North Eugene. He's got Ireland to his left, fakes the handoff, looks to pass over the middle. It's caught into the secondary. It's a foot race and into Roseburg territory down at the 43-yard line. Catch and run there for North Eugene. And that is Hibbler, listed as a tight end. He gets his first big play in the offense.
Going 23-43 right there, able to flip the field.
Have that down as a 35-yard completion there for Hibbler. First down and 10 for North Eugene as they try to answer Roseburg's opening possession of the second half and try to retake the lead. In shotgun, Gilliam with Ireland to his right, looks to the sideline. They will shift Ireland to the left side. Trips to the right side of the formation for the Highlanders. Looking to pass quickly. It is a screen out to the far side. Roseburg doing a good job of getting to the football quickly. You had Dre Burwell pushing his guy back into the play. That disrupted. Hibbler couldn't escape, and then here comes the rest of the Roseburg wave of defense. And they stop it for a gain of maybe a half a yard. They spot the football at the 41, so that I guess it's looks like it's only about a yard, so it'll be second down and 9. Nicholas Ruiz is the linebacker who I believe is out there filling in for Luke Robbins, the quarterback. Robbins had been starting at a linebacker all season, but it looks like they've moved Ruiz out there to try and help out defensively. Rolling to his left goes Gilliam, getting stretched out there, trying to put a stiff arm on Tyler Reitman, and Reitman says, no. He gets in honor of the dearly departed RAP to Dikembe Mutombo. He says, no, not today. He swats that stiff arm away, and no gain for Gilliam on second down and 9, back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, Gilliam wound up like he was almost throwing a punch trying to get that stiff arm in there.
That's the toughness of Tyler Reitman to really stick in there and just take it like a champ and bring him down.
if there's one guy that I'm going to look for like one play of toughness, Tyler Reitman's near the top of my list on that one, if not at the top of it. 3rd down and long here for the Highlanders. They've got to get it to the 32. Looking to pass, pocket collapse, trying to escape, not going to. Taken down back near midfield. The ball came out. The ball comes out. They'll unbury the pile, and it's going to be 4th down and long for North Eugene as Gilliam hops back on top of it. He gets sacked by Roseburg, and the Indians, with 3:58 and counting, will get the football back here. It'll be 4th down and long. The sack goes back to the 48-yard line. A loss of 7.
Man, how about this defense?
Roseburg coming out inspired in the second half for sure. After that finish to the first half, they're looking to try and pull off a massive comeback. Punt coming away. The kick is high, a wobbly one, not very deep. Coming up for the catch. No fair catch waved, and a great job of hanging on to the football by Paxton Burke. Burke got hit from behind, and that was kind of scary on the way he gets tackled from behind by Derek Earl. It's kind of one of those plays where you almost expect the football to come out. But he hangs on and sets up Roseburg at their own 30-yard line, looking to try and take their first lead of the night as the defense holds.
An injured player down on the field for North Eugene.
3:29 to go here in the third quarter. Roseburg with the football at their own 30. And a player down. Let's take a quick timeout for the injured player. Take a 30-second break. Be back on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable, veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving. We're all talking about the Thursday night football game in the NFL. The kicker at least hit a field goal at the end of regulation to send it to overtime as we talk with everybody up here. Oh, that's a good night on fantasy there. Injured player is up and walking off the field under his own power for North Eugene. Gets a round of applause. That is Justin DeTorres, who is a defensive lineman for North Eugene, and he is a big presence up front there. 4-year varsity starter, 26 tackles on the season, 2 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. And I think he's also on the offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was the returning honorable mention all-league selection on the offensive line. We'll see if we see him back out on the field for North Eugene. But Roseburg with it on the offensive side, looking to try and take their first lead. They pitch it to Austin. He gets to the edge. He's got space. He spins out of one tackle. He's got 2 defenders there waiting for him, but he will bully his way into North Eugene territory, takes it to the 45, and that is a huge pickup of 25 on the pitch for Caden Austin.
I mean, he is just so dynamic with the ball in his hands. You just got to get him in space, and he uses his speed to break forward and get a big pickup of 25. He's just been electric today, over 100 yards of total offense.
Roseburg will have it first down and 10 from their opponent's 45 into North Eugene territory.
140 yards for Austin today.
On just a couple of touches.
Yeah, on 6 total touches.
Nice night there for that young man. His fantasy numbers would be good. And the clock will stop. For those that are watching online, we're going to reset our second half timeouts. I never remember to do that. And now we'll give one to Roseburg. The Indians will take a timeout, and we'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back after this here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Out of the timeout taken by the Tribe, they will get themselves all situated here for first down and 10 into Highlander territory. North Eugene wearing the black tops, black trousers with red offset numbers and trim, and wearing a lot of pink here tonight, as it'll be a give over the right side for Roseburg. Not much there for Carson Uragwin, a name we haven't gotten a chance to call much tonight, but Uragwin will get a chance to run here on this series, and he takes it just inside the 45 for a pickup of 1.
It's his first carry of the game registered. He had one touch earlier, but it was called back because of a penalty.
Roseburg will continue to run clock here. They used up over 4 minutes and 49 seconds on their opening drive of the second half. They got this one with 3:29 to go here in the third quarter. We're down to 2:12 and counting. Set up with Robbins under center. Roseburg fine wearing clock off. Hit as he throws, and it's picked off again. Another takeaway for North Eugene. A chance to return. One man to beat, and it's going to be a pick 6 for the Highlanders. Checking the field, I don't see any laundry out there. Robbins hit as he let it go, and it fluttered into the secondary. A pick 6 on the return. That is Josiah Corsini, the sophomore, takes it to the house. And that changes some things.
Certainly does. And it looked like Robbins had some men open, just got hit as he threw, and it's the sophomore, Corsini, with the interception, return for a touchdown. The only sophomore starting out there defensively, and the linebacker gets it in.
It puts the Highlanders up 27-21 with the extra point coming, but a penalty flag out. We got too many men, I think, on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Roseburg, as far as I can count. Or they might just be waving off the flag and they're going to let it go. PAT here for Morgan. Snap good, placement down, and the kick away will just get over the crossbar for the PAT. So the kick is good, and it is now 28-21. North Eugene in front of Roseburg. Third quarter action, 1:53 to go when we come back after the defensive touchdown for the Highlanders on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Well, some of the momentum swinging back to North Eugene's side after a strong start to this game for the Highlanders. They saw Roseburg battle all the way back to tie this game at 21-all here in the third quarter. And now the Highlanders, with a defensive score, will get North Eugene back in front. Kickoff away as Roseburg will get the ball again, but the kickoff going to go out of bounds on the far side of the field. Penalty there will set Roseburg up in a decent field position. Tonight's ball game here for the Indians is sponsored by Brick's Grill and Chill. Order online for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit bricksgrillroseburg.com. Well, 1:53 to go here in this third quarter, and I think Roseburg will be fine driving the field, using up the rest of this and taking it to the fourth quarter.
I mean, that's 3 plays for Roseburg.
The offense will head back out on the field. The Burwell will move in motion. It's a keeper for Robbins. We haven't seen much of that. Looked like a design keep for him after it was part of the option, but he chose to keep it rather than maybe kind of just ending up with the football. He takes it over the right side, and a nice pickup on first down for Luke Robbins.
No doubt. Really nice pickup there. Got about 9 yards on that carry.
They started at their own 35. They'll make it second down and a yard as they spot the football at the 44. They'll set up with 2 targets to the left side. That's Nelson and St. Clair. Slot backs to either side of the line. Move a man in motion. Pitch it to Austin. He'll get around the edge again. And he is out to the 50-yard line. Has the first down and a little bit more. It's Caden Austin, just so dynamic with the football in his hands.
He really is. I mean, you just got to get him to space, and he creates something. Another injury on the field for North Eugene.
Picked up 6 yards on the carry. Check in on the injured player, grabbing his right leg. The trainers will be out there on the field once again. Tonight's ball game sponsored by McClendon Smokehouse, also by Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get the Gibbs. And we appreciate the sponsorship of Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC. And, of course, our live video coverage is sponsored by the Cow Creek Tribe. Appreciate them being a longtime sponsor of our video coverage here on The Score. Love the video stream, and I'm happy to see that you, the fans, have tuned in to find it as well. You mentioned cooling down. 59 degrees right now here in Eugene. Cooper, our video guy, thankfully was able to bum a little bit of a long sleeve from somebody. It's definitely a chilly one out here tonight.
Certainly feeling like it. Just to give you an update, Seville Posse, another touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
He's over 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the Lancers are up right now 32-7 in the second half against Thurston. Big upset here in this Special District 5A, number 4.
The injured player for Thurston is up and moving, from North Eugene, will be up and moving and heading to the sideline under his own power. That is Jamison Heatherly. That is a couple of offensive linemen that have gone down for North Eugene here.
A couple of two-ways.
Yeah. Roseburg will be back on the ball facing first down and 10.
You want this to be a good response drive for Robbins after throwing the interception. I mean, he hasn't thrown an incompletion. Every pass has been completed. Just 2 of them have been to the other team.
They will run the offense. It's blown up in the backfield, and that was one of the guys that went down earlier, DeTorres. With the stop in the backfield, a tackle for loss. As they sniffed that one out, had the guy in the right spot at the right time, dropped back to the 47 on Roseburg's half of the field, a loss of 3.
Yeah, Tyler Reitman got absolutely obliterated up the middle. Felt like he was getting about 10 yards per carry for his first 3 carries. Now here, -3.
So they'll face second down and 13. Give it to Reitman, and things are wide open on the other side. He gets a nice block, tried to squeeze around a defender on the far side, and he will fall forward. Keep expecting to find some laundry out there. Nothing on that carry. And Tyler Reitman, he has been explosive out of the backfield. And they'll move it to the 43 on North Eugene's half of the field. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We are done with 3 periods. Roseburg trailing by 7 after the pick 6. And we'll see how things go with 1 quarter left to play. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back here for Knight Ureski. I'm Joey Kieran. Thanks for tuning in for Roseburg football here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
"12 minutes on the board for the Roseburg Indians, trailing by 7 with the football into North Eugene territory, running up the middle, facing 3rd down and 3. Roseburg will convert as they get it to the 39. It's going to be right there at the sticks, and they are going to move them. They'll spot the ball actually at the 38 on the carry by Tyler Reitman. Welcome you back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. That is a pickup for 5 for Reitman on the carry. That puts him over 50 yards on the night for the Indians. Roseburg 1st down and 10. They move a man in motion, pitch it. It's Burwell trying to cut up field. He'll get hit at behind the line of scrimmage, but carries the defender forward for about a yard maybe. They put it at the 37, so it is a pickup of 1 on that carry. Roseburg needing a touchdown and the extra point to try and tie this one up. They'd probably like to try and do so and eat up some time and make sure they don't leave a lot on the clock for North Eugene. But they also maybe want to try and win in regulation, so they'd like some time on the clock as well. Looking to try and keep moving, a handoff, and just carrying defenders. It's the senior Reitman once again, and he moves the football down to the 30-yard line. Tyler Reitman will make it short yardage to try and convert here. He picks up 7. And Roseburg will face 3rd down and about 2 yards to go here. Oh, movement on the left side. Mateo Reynaga is going to get whistled for. Going to be a whistle on Roseburg moving backwards. That is tough there for the Indians going back to their 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. They've got to get it to the 28. Probably 4-down territory here, so you just want to see good yardage on the first, or on this carry. And if you can make it 4th and short, gives yourself an opportunity to try and convert in North Eugene territory. Clock running down to about 10 minutes to go in the ball game. 2 minutes off this 4th quarter clock. Under center is Robbins with Reitman behind him. Moves Burwell in motion, looking to pass. That pass over the middle got on Caden Austin too quick. Only able to get one hand up there to try and catch it. And it goes off his fingertips, incomplete. And now Roseburg really, you maybe try to catch him off guard with the pass, but it sets you up now 4th down and long. So now they face 4th down and 7 at the 40 in North Eugene territory. They got to get it to the, at the 35. They've got to get it to the 28. Austin moves in motion. They pitch it to him going over the left side. Gets a blocker out there to help. There's a penalty flag out. He stretched it, didn't get far enough. Gets to the 31. It's short by about 3 yards. We'll see what the penalty flag is against Roseburg. And North Eugene likely going to decline that as Roseburg comes up short. The carry by Austin will take it to the 31-yard line. He needed the 28. A pickup of 4. It's just not quite enough, and Roseburg turns it over on downs. A tough way to finish off that drive. North Eugene gets it with 9:46 to go here in the 4th quarter. They'll start off with the football at their own 32-yard line.
A little surprising of a call right there. You got to think that on 4th down and 7, you want to push the ball down the field. Do like, though, giving it to Caden Austin, trying to make create a play.
First and 10 now for North Eugene. Turn and hand it off. Ireland trying to find some space. He's just sitting back there waiting. He's going to bounce it all the way to the near side. Continues to run, and he'll leap forward as he finishes that run. Spot him down at the 39. He picks up 7. Started right. Hangs in the middle. Waits for some open space. Finally breaks free and bounces it to the near side and scrambles for 7. Out to the 39-yard line for Ireland on what is his 17th carry of the night. Second down and 3. In shotgun, Gilliam. Moves a man in motion from left to right. Give it to him on the end around. Finds the seam, breaking free. And a first down out to the 45-yard line for North Eugene. On the carry there is kick down. Moves the chains, keeps the ball in the possession of the Highlanders. And they will have it out at their own 45-yard line. A pickup of 6 on that carry for kick down. Well, clock continues to run. 8.5 to go here. Roseburg trailing 28-21, needing a stop or a takeaway. Kick down again, moves in motion. They'll give it to the back, Ireland, just kind of patiently waiting for something to open up, and he slips out of one tackle, won't get out of another. It was Ruiz first to get to him. The sophomore linebacker did a nice job of giving a hug to Ireland, but Ireland slipped right out of it. But he held him up long enough for the rest of the defense to get there. Back to the 44, a loss of 1 on the play for Ireland. Credit Ruiz on getting in there to help make that stop. That 1-yard loss puts Ireland back under triple digits. He's got 99 on the night. It'll be second down and long for North Eugene. And they are going to use a timeout here. Their first of the second half. North Eugene Highlanders lead at 28-21. Let's use a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable, veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315- Back here as we continue play in the fourth quarter, Roseburg and North Eugene squaring off here tonight. The Indians trying to get a win after trailing by 21 in the first half. They are looking to try and see if they can come back in this one. It'll be second down and long. It's a keeper for Gilliam. A penalty flag is out. He goes scrambling up the middle, picked up good yardage on the carry, but it might be coming back here. Look like it's in the area of possibly holding. And the officials are going to talk about it here. The ball was at the 44, and they are going to move him back from that spot. So Roseburg will get some benefit there on a penalty by the Highlanders. The football will go all the way back to the 34-yard line. So a beneficial penalty for Roseburg. North Eugene facing second down and forever. Put the ball at the 34. They've got to get it to the Roseburg 46. Penalty flag out False start now against North Eugene. And the Highlanders continue to move backwards. Clock stopped with 7:03 to play in this one. 28-21, North Eugene in front of Roseburg. Football now back at the 29-yard line. Loss of 5. So you're looking at 21 yards to the 50, and they need to get another 4 or 5 after this. So it's about 34 yards. 25, 26 yards to try and make up here. Gilliam looks to the sideline. He's got Ireland to his left. Roseburg dropping back in coverage. Gilliam passing over the middle. It's caught, and the receiver will get across the 50. What a catch in traffic. Down the seam route, caught in traffic there. And that is Terrason with the catch. And it'll make it a manageable third down attempt coming up here. He was close to getting the first down. The ball will be spotted at the Roseburg 48-yard line. That is a pickup of 23 through the air for Terrason. It'll be third down and about 3 or 4 here. Clock under 6 minutes to go. Low snap, pitch it right side. Ireland ahead of speed, gets around the edge. And he's got the first down. Enough to move the chains there for North Eugene. The Highlanders kind of playing Roseburg's game, wearing the clock down with the run game.
I mean, that's a lot of what we saw in that first half, especially that first quarter, where North Eugene just controlled the clock. They were able to move the ball at will, and we saw them almost take 6 minutes off the clock in that first quarter. Right now, it feels like they're kind of on that same mission right here.
Ireland picking up 5 on that carry. Puts them back over the century mark for the night. Clock stopped at 5:40 to play. Roseburg desperately needing to get the ball back in the offense's hands. Gilliam gives it to his back. Ireland right up the middle. Quickly got surrounded by George Gibby there, coming up to help make the tackle for the Indians. And it's a short gain from the 43. They'll spot it down to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 2 for Gilliam and a player down once again for North Eugene. With a break in the action here, we take a look at some of our sponsors we want to thank for being a part of this season's broadcast. B&S Automotive. B&S Automotive Services believes in the no BS approach. Say goodbye to the runaround and hello to honest, reliable service with B&S Automotive Services. And we want to say thanks to Abby's Legendary Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. Injury timeout here at the field. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Roseburg football here on The Score. Seen a number of players go down with some lower leg issues here tonight for North Eugene. This might be some stretching out going on for the player that's down on the field for the Highlanders. Knight, I don't know if you were able to grab a number on the guy that was down from your angle. Knight has gone down on the field. He'll be hanging around after the game gets done down there to have your Bowers Industrial post-game interview with head coach Matt Watson.
Yeah, I don't see a number right now, unfortunately. They are stretching him, obviously, like you can see up there. A little bit interesting, though. Matt Watson's just kind of standing to the side while the team's huddled up right here.
They do have defensive coordinator Kyle Deaver out there talking with the guys on the field. Looks like some of the Roseburg soccer team, the girls soccer team, they were over at Willamette. Looks like they're here.
Hey, Owen. Tia. Did they win or lose?
Tied 2-2.
All right, Roseburg girls soccer tied 2-2. There we go. Live sports updates. I noticed Ryan Bustamante down there. We had her on the DC Sports Spotlight program last week talking to girls soccer. Saw her walk in with Bentia. A couple other soccer players look like they've joined them down there, taking in the game here tonight. Here's a big second down run over the left side, thrown down. The ball carrier for North Eugene. Now we got another guy down again for North Eugene as Ireland carries it. And it'll be third down and short as they're going to spot the football at the 34-yard line. That was a pickup of 7 for Ireland. And another player down for the Highlanders. It has really slowed down the tempo of this game and has kind of sucked the air out of the stadium here on this one. It's getting cool, so I think folks are kind of maybe huddled up for warmth, but they're also, just the stoppage in the play seems to really be kind of slowing things down in the rhythm of this game.
No doubt, and you think about the weather, obviously it's a little bit more chilly, but with all the stoppages and just the flags and the injuries we've had today, players are oftentimes standing around, it feels like, and maybe that could cause someone to stiffen up a little bit more, but man, there's been a lot of injuries so far today. Specifically on North Eugene, it feels like, at least on this drive, we've seen several injuries, at least over the last 2 drives.
Tonight's game sponsored by Tim's Appliance and Mattress. Fall into savings at the Harvard branch or visit the outlet store downtown for more great deals from Tim's Appliance and Mattress. And we want to say thanks to Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. Stick around again for the Bowers Industrial post-game interview with head coach Matt Watson. It is Hibbler once again. He was a guy that came up a little bit slow earlier in the game. He is right now hobbling off the field, putting no weight on his left ankle. So he will get some help getting off the field here. The offense comes back out for North Eugene. Big down coming up here. It is third down. They've spotted the football right on the 34 side of the 35-yard line. It's about a yard or a long yard to pick up here for North Eugene. They go out of shotgun, empty backfield. Man in motion, fake the handoff. It's Gilliam. He runs it over the right side, and he's got enough. He gets picked up. Didn't get much, but he got enough. Takes it down to the 31. Will move the chains as he picks up 3. Gilliam with not a lot of carries tonight, and he's at negative 3 yards on the evening with that 3-yard pickup. A.J. Baker back in on the defensive front for Roseburg as George Gibby heads to the sideline for a breather. Clock running, 4:35 and counting, and Roseburg is starting to run out of time on this comeback trail. Here in the fourth quarter, it's 28-21. Down to 4:20 to go. Again, man in motion, low snap, pick it up, hand it off, in around sweep, turning up field, and tackled as he gets inside the 30. The carry there for kick down. Steady dose of the run here for North Eugene. And they are going to spot the football down at the 27-yard line as kick down picks up 4.
And earlier we were watching kind of in pregame, just the kicker for North Eugene take some kicks, and it felt like he was probably clicking from about 30, 35 yards. So they're kind of getting closer to that range that they'd like for him if they want to attempt a field goal, if not run out the clock.
They are doing a great job of trying to run it down. Got the football with 9:46 to go, and a timeout taken by North Eugene, surprisingly enough. Roseburg with 2 timeouts left and the clock not in their favor anymore, but North Eugene uses their second of the second half. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Out of the timeout by North Eugene. Roseburg on defense trying to get a stop after what was a 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Highlanders as they are trying to just wear off the end of this clock here and secure what would be their 4th consecutive victory. Roseburg rallied from down 21-0, but a pick 6 has given the Highlanders a 7-point lead here late in the 4th quarter. Man in motion from right to left. Looking to pass is Gilliam out of the timeout, going to the end zone, well off the mark of his target. And that'll keep the clock stopped. That does Roseburg a little bit of a favor there. Incompletion stops the clock with 3:30 to go, and it's 3rd down and 7.
That's huge right there.
A little bit of a surprise on that play call.
Yeah.
The pass was not anywhere close to its intended target. Target kind of running a seam route and angling to the corner. The pass came back to the middle towards the hash marks, and so either miscommunication or just not in the right spot from the quarterback, Gilliam. Clock is stopped with 3:30 to go, and North Eugene taking their time here on 3rd down and 7. Probably 2-down territory here. They'll break the huddle and head to the line. The play clock is running down, and there's the flag out. They don't get it done in time. And North Eugene will get called for another delay of game, and they've been hit by those a couple of times tonight.
That's the 3rd time tonight they've been called for a delay of game. I mean, it is week 6 of the season for this North Eugene team. You'd think that these are things that would be pretty much ironed out by this point in the season, but it's still costing the Highlanders here, and that's a big penalty going from 3rd and 6 to now 3rd and 11.
Back to the 32-yard line. So they've got to get it down to about the 21 to try and convert. Big chance here for Roseburg trying to get a stop. Gilliam with Ireland, who's been the main man. Actually not out there. They'll pass into the flats, out into the shorts, into the flat in the short. And the pass is complete. Connecting with Luis Hernandez, and now a timeout taken by Roseburg. They only get about 2 yards back on the play on the completion to Hernandez. They'll stop the clock with 3:19 to go. Roseburg takes the timeout as they want to try and conserve the clock. The football right now is spotted at the 25-yard line. So actually they picked up more than it looked like from up here initially where the stick was getting placed down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 yards to go. Pickup of 7 on that completion.
And you got to think, if you're North Eugene in this situation, you might be thinking about going for it in here. You got the timeout. You only need 4 more yards. You're kind of a little bit in no man's land. You can't really punt. Taking a field goal here might be a risk.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think you go for it, and if you turn over it on downs, you have Roseburg deep in their territory, and Roseburg would be marching to try and tie the game. So it's not even that Roseburg's marching to necessarily win the game. I guess Roseburg, if they go for 2, could win it. But they would have a long way to go if you don't get it here. So huge down coming up. This could pretty much be the game here with 3:19 to go. North Eugene offense on the field facing 4th down and 4. Gilliam moves a man in motion. He's going to take it himself, runs over the left side. He gets across. He's at about the 20-yard line. I think he's got it. And it's going to move the chains. Looked like he did a nice job of running through some traffic there and able to carry just enough. Picked up about 2 yards and got 2 yards extra of what he needed. Got it to the 19-yard line. Picks up 6 total on that run. And more importantly, he moves the chains. And with a fresh set of downs for North Eugene and the clock running with 2:50 to go, they can really start to ice this one here. It is Hernandez, the deep back in the pistol formation. He'll bounce it out to the left side, gets into some space, gets wrapped up as he takes the football inside the 15. And this is just a methodical drive here for North Eugene. They spot the football down. About the 13-yard line, it looks like.
I mean, this is a run-first team. I've been really impressed with Gillian today. I really thought that he's looked very sharp as a passer, but it feels like the ground game's finally getting going for this North Eugene team.
Hernandez with a 2-yard carry on that one. Give it to him again. He goes over the left side. He'll take it. He got kind of held up right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up one. It'll be third down. And North Eugene, clock still running. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Roseburg with one timeout left. Ball back at the 13-yard line. No gain on that one for Hernandez. And it is third down and about. The scoreboard reads 3. It is so hard to judge from up here. Does that sound about right there, Knight? I guess you got a tough angle as well.
Yeah.
He's working a little bit further
Third down
out.
and 3.
Okay. Penalty flag out again for another delay of game.
This is insane.
So that penalty will move North back a little bit here. They'll spot the football back out to the 18-yard line, a loss of 5. That is the 4th penalty on this drive against North Eugene. They've run 15 plays on this drive. They got it with 9:46 to go in the game, and they have just salted this one away. Down to a minute 13 to play. Gilliam moves a man in motion. He's just going to take it himself up the middle. He gets met by a linebacker. He's a big body. He won't go down as he gets to the 10. The ball came out. Roseburg is claiming they have it.
Yeah, that's out, Joey, and Roseburg does have it.
Oh, boy, with 63 seconds to go in this one, Roseburg comes away with a fumble. Force it and strip it out. And Roseburg gives themselves a chance with 63 seconds to go. And so the Indians will get the fumble recovery. Didn't see who get it. Did you happen to catch who might have come away with that one, Knight?
Trying to find it on my photo now. Looks to be number 5.
That would be Byron Irving on the fumble recovery. Roseburg has the football with 63 seconds to go. The downside, they get it at their own 5-yard line. Here we go. This is the game. Roseburg trying to march down to put themselves in a position to tie or win it on a 2-point. Looking to pass. Robbins, nowhere to go with it. Scrambles back into his own end zone. Will huck it deep downfield over the left side, well over the head of his intended target. Out that direction, that would have been McLean Stedman. And they're going to call a safety. Was there a flag for intentional grounding? I can't see it from here.
I think that's what the ruling's going to be.
They had McLean Stedman in the direction. It was over his head, but he was in that area.
Yeah,
there is a penalty flag out, and they wave it off. Incomplete pass. That helps Roseburg there. That would have been the end of the game. Does wear off. 8 seconds on the game clock. On the incompletion there for Robbins. It'll be second down and 10. Indians at their own 5. They got to go 95 yards to try and put themselves in a position here. Robbins under center. Gibby with the snap. Looking to pass. Look right. Go back left. Going to go back down that direction again. He's got Stedman out there. Did he hang on to it? He's got the football in his hands. They're waving incomplete on the far side, and the back judge is waving incomplete as well. I don't know. I saw one of the officials say incomplete, but they're giving it to him. And all the way out to the 32-yard line, and they'll spike the football to stop the clock. A pass completion to Stedman to the 32, as that is a 22-yard completion for Robbins. First catch of the night for Stedman. It'll be second down and 10 as the clock stops on the spike. 48 seconds to play in this one, and Roseburg out at the 32-yard line. Robbins will be under center. He's got Reitman behind him. Again, looking to pass. Not a lot of pressure. And a quick pass to the far side is caught. That was Nelson on the reception. The football goes out to the 37. A pickup of 5. Roseburg got to get to the line quick here. 26 seconds to go. Time running out. They've got to get to the end zone. Looking to pass. Hucking it down the far side. And it's overthrown. Intended for Stedman. And out of his reach. He was blanketed pretty tightly there. We are down to 16 seconds to go in this one. They're playing prevent defense for North Eugene. Got two safeties deep. Looking to cover each half of the field. They'll come up a little bit here. Back there in coverage, Duncan Raudabush along with Grady Kickdown. North Eugene looking for their fourth consecutive win. And their first win against Roseburg since 1966. It's fourth down here. This is the ball game for Roseburg. If they can't convert, that ball knocked down, and there it is. North Eugene's going to hang on as the ball is incomplete on the fourth down attempt. And North Eugene will get the ball back on the turnover on downs. They'll get it with 11 seconds to go.
I mean, talk about the fight of this team. All the way. I mean, down 21-0, they battled their way back. Sure, there's frustration on the sideline right now. I can see Caden Austin in some frustration, but this is a team that didn't quit. They fought their way all the way back to the end. They even forced a fumble late. I mean, this was a team that was with their backs against the wall. They fought hard, but you come up short.
Homecoming night's going to be a victory for North Eugene on top 28-21 over Roseburg. The Indians battled back after a 21-0 deficit, but they are not going to be able to overcome it. Victory formation here for the Highlanders. Just need one. There's the kneel down by Gilliam. And that will run out the clock. Final score, 28-21, and this Roseburg team put themselves in too big of a hole. 3 turnovers on the night, and they just can't overcome it here this evening. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll get to the postgame show, and we'll get a quick word with head coach Matt Watson. It's our Bowers Industrial postgame interview coming up when we come back on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and other.
Thurston lost.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
A tough one tonight here for the Roseburg Indians as they fall on the road against the North Eugene Highlanders. Found themselves in a 21-0 deficit early in the ball game. Turnovers early, penalties really disrupting what Roseburg's offense wanted to do. And the Indians found themselves kind of with self-inflicted wounds early, but they fight back and are able to make this one close late. Tie it up at 21-all. They tied the score at 21-all in the start of the third quarter, but a pick six returned for North Eugene gave the Highlanders the go-ahead score, and that would be all they would need. They would impressive drive to finish out the game by North Eugene. That final drive that goes 15 plays ended with a fumble. That's what gave Roseburg a little bit of life. But they ate up over 8 minutes and 40 seconds off the game clock on that final drive. And they salted this one away. Down on the field, Knight Ureski is waiting on head coach Matt Watson for a quick word here in the post-game show. So stay tuned for that. Our post-game interview brought to you by Bowers Industrial. We'll have that for you here in just a moment. This coach is out there talking with the fans that were nice enough to travel here on a Thursday night to be up here at the game to root on the orange and black. If you were watching on the video stream, we got 2-minute breaks. I don't have a 3-minute break. I need to get one of those done. But as we came out of that one, Knight Ureski chimed in and let us know that the Thurston Colts have lost. They go down to the Churchill Lancers. So Churchill will take over first place in the league standings with that victory here tonight on top of the Thurston Colts. Down on the field is Knight Ureski, ready to talk with head coach Matt Watson. Take it away, Knight.
Coach, you guys found yourselves down 21-0. You guys battled back today. What are the emotions right now coming off a tough loss like this one?
We just kind of tired of the roller coaster, right? I mean, tough one last week, tough one this week, but I mean, holy cow, the fight that the kids showed to be able to claw back, right? To really fight, get after it, to try and turn it into a game, and to not just roll over was incredible. And it was really fun to see. It was exciting, inspiring to see those guys just not at one point did anybody give up. I mean, it's heartbreaking, and we had some heads hanging at the end of the game there, and we addressed it, we talked about it, and you get it, because it breaks your heart, but not at one point do these guys give up, and that's something to really be proud of.
You're down 21-0, obviously made some mid-game adjustments. What did you guys kind of change out there that resulted in some success for you guys?
Well, I think what's great is that we've got a three-headed monster in the backfield with Reitman, Uragwin, and Simpson, and just, we play the game of who's got the hottest legs right now, and plugging Reitman in the third quarter was the spark plug that we needed to kind of get going. And then, just some simple mistakes here and there, and tried to take some shots with a whole lot of field and not a lot of time left. And, that they made one really costly mistake that got us back behind in the score. And so we'll get back onto the film and take a look and see what we can do to improve for next week.
First start for Luke Robbins today. How do you think he handled himself under center?
I think it took him a minute to get settled in. But once he got settled in, it was just, being the general that we needed him to be. He did great. We feel good about our quarterback room, and we felt good about our quarterback room all year long, all summer long. We felt really good about the guys that we've got taking the varsity snaps, and the guys who are getting ready to take the varsity snaps. We feel good about. But anytime you step in at quarterback, it's going to take you a minute to get settled in. But Luke did, and he made some big time throws for us, and made some big time runs, and made big time reads for us too.
A short week this week, meaning that it's going to be a long week next week, an extra day. How beneficial is that for you guys coming off a loss like here today?
We'll get in tomorrow, kind of flush the legs a little bit, get in on the film room and take a look, and see him again on Monday and get after it for Atlanta.
Awesome. Safe travels today. Appreciate you. Back to you, Joey.
All right, thank you. Knight Ureski there joining us for the Bowers Industrial postgame interview with head coach Matt Watson. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at some of the final numbers, and we'll wrap things up for you here tonight with some final thoughts from North Eugene High School. The Roseburg Indians fall on the road 28-21, your final score in this one. We'll be back after another quick timeout here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Whether it's across town or across the state, moving is always a chore. So let BTB Moving help with your next move. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services, such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable, veteran-owned company here to help with your next move. Call 541-315-0122 or find BTB Moving on Facebook. That's BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Well, we've been informed that the lights might be turned off on us here pretty quickly tonight, so we're going to try to make this one quick and get out of here while we still maybe have some light to try and tear our stuff down with. Final score 28-21. Roseburg falls to North Eugene, an early hole. The Indians unable to dig out of it, and now they will look to try and regroup as they get ready for the stretch run of their season. A lot of ground to make up in the conference to try and make it into the postseason. Roseburg will fall to 3-2 on the year, and they are now going to be 1-3 in league play. For North Eugene, the Highlanders will improve to 4-1 on the year, or something like that, 4-2 on the year and 4-1 in league play. We'll have a full recap of this one for you online at 541radio.com. Also, check out the news review for nrtoday.com for full recaps of everything. We'll cover stats there. But as we wrap it up here tonight, we got to kind of keep moving here. So, final thoughts here this evening.
Yeah, I just had a short little conversation with Coach. He said, you just hate moral victories, but that's exactly what this was. It felt like a moral victory. It felt like this was a team that didn't quit with their backs against the wall. They could have gone into a shell. They were down 21-0, and they fought to the very end, even down by 7 points late. And with North Eugene driving with the ball in the red zone, they stripped the ball and gave their offense a chance. A couple of really, really close plays, and it's unfortunate. I thought that Luke Robbins played pretty well, especially pushing the ball down the field. If it wasn't for getting hit while he was throwing twice, this could be a different game, but they found themselves in a hole, and they were able to work their way out, and it just feels like this team is bought in, and I just hope this continues for the rest of the season.
We do hope that we'll see continued improvement and a chance to try and make a postseason run. Hopefully this is not the kind of turning point on things going the wrong direction for the Indians, and hopefully they can kind of keep building momentum. They've been playing close the last couple of weeks and looking to just get over that hump. All right, we're going to wrap it up so that we're hopefully not tearing down in darkness here in Eugene tonight and get our way home. And got a Friday, got a work day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Just really weird to say. For everybody involved here tonight, I want to say thank you to the North Eugene Highlanders for hosting us here this evening and putting us up in a spot to broadcast from. I want to say thanks to Athletic Director Adam Blue, Head Coach Matt Watson, the entire Roseburg football program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg football here on The Score. Thanks to Knight Uretsky for great color analysts here tonight, helping keep stats and working with us this season. Want to say thanks to Cooper that was helping out with the video production here tonight, back in the studio. Running the radio production this evening for us is Brenton Cranford. Appreciate him working back there and doing all the hard work on that side for us. As we wrap things up, of course, the camera battery will fade on us, and here goes all the lights. So let's say goodnight, folks. I want to say thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast on a Thursday night. There were a few hiccups, but we got through it together. Appreciate it. Without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. Any longer, I might just be that. We'll sign off there, folks. Hopefully you'll join us next Friday night when Roseburg is back at home. It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. I put away my sheets. I don't remember who it's going to be against. Who do we got for Roseburg next week? As we can see in the darkness here, Willamette. Ooh, that should be a fun one. We'll explain more as we get closer to next
Tomorrow,
week's
Umpqua Basin Tailgate Show.
Tune in at noon for football talk here on The Score tomorrow, and tune in next week for Roseburg football on a Friday night. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Good night, and we'll talk to you next time.